In case you missed it, Drew McIntyre made history last Friday, forcing us to announce a Golden Grinny early, mere hours removed from securing the vote as this year's Big Baby Waldo winner. Drew McIntyre's fortunes were reversed, becoming WWE Champion at last. Drew, no need to thank us, just know you owe us one.
Late Night Grin. Also, what does that name mean?
Folks, we are live and history awaits. The 5th Golden Grinnies are now underway. 31 awards to announce over the coming few hours. We have an expert panel as always. So much business to handle. Of course, one award already on the docket, right? Already locked in. Hope you guys enjoyed that little in case you missed it for those of you not on the Bird app. Let's introduce that aforementioned panel. Buster, how are you, mate?
I'm doing good. I didn't work today. That was quite nice. Yeah. I've been very excited for this. Last night I made a sarcastic joke about being excited for TNA. I'm actually excited for this. Shows what the priority are in my life. I think the correct spot, actually. I'm doing good. I don't
Excellent
like what Novi's doing right now. It's making me really uncomfortable.
It is a little bit. I think he's preparing some sort of bit, so I'll let
He
him
is.
cook. Young Donnie, how are you?
I'm good, Joe. Maybe even golden.
Holy
That's not
shit.
true. I'm doing all right. Yeah, I had to just get that in there. Took a long walk and feel good. I'm locked in. That's it.
And let's be clear, you are in, contention tonight. You could win a Golden Grinny yourself. Battling for Bob's Bootlicker of the Year. Novi, you're in your own pursuit. Cowboy Hat of the Year up for grabs. How are you, mate?
Howdy, Joe. Doing pretty good. I'm in the same attire as one of the most glorious days of my last 2025. The same hat that I wore when my Cowboy won the world title. We won't discuss what happened after, but it's the same one.
Yeah.
I'm excited, man. I'm an award hopeful tonight. I could win my first Grinny. Oh, man.
Fairs. Yeah, it's a big night. Bobby, how are you, mate?
Taking long enough.
I'm doing well. It's pretty crazy that
wow.
this is the 5th one of these. I know. I think I'm lagging a little bit, so we're gonna have to fix that. I did notice that when y'all were talking, but I'm doing well. I'm gonna try and fix that.
Excellent work, Bobby. Marcus, how are you?
Doing quite all right. Couldn't quite match the attire of old Novi over here. He's dressed like Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Country for old men, for crying out loud. Go put down your letterboxd.
Tommy Lee Jones is an incredible pull at minute 4. Let's go.
Hey, man. I'll never sit the file myself. I even made my own letterbox. Yes, I did.
There we go.
Really?
There we go. We're locked in.
Indeed.
We're making moves.
It's time. We're on the red carpet.
Yep.
We're showing out. I'm dressed like 03 Avril Lavigne with the hoodie, but that's okay. It's time to grin.
Beautiful stuff. Caden Lee, you're dressed up. You're looking great, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I thought everybody else would be dressed up. It looks like only me and Novi got the memo on that one.
Yeah.
But
bow tie was uncomfortable last year, bro.
I know, the bow tie. I had an interesting day, Joe. I'm in a bit of a mood when, for some reason, I decided to drop a full-page essay on my review of Iron Man 3, a movie that I watched 3 days ago. But Joe, how are you?
I'm fabulous. I'm glad you asked. And I'm going to be honest with you. I actually left the bow tie at home because the last time I wore it, things got very, very...
Yeah, it's a trigger at this point.
It's a trigger, exactly right.
There's no cricket on tonight, though.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a good point. Not yet, but MJF is wrestling, so anything's possible. It is pivotal that we establish what this night is. This is the biggest night in all of wrestling. Let's be clear about that. Some will tell you otherwise. There'll be debates. I'm willing to hear some of them, not many. Tonight is a special night. Everyone in professional wrestling is watching this right now. They're streaming it illegally, which is why our viewership isn't particularly inflated by that. But they are watching it nonetheless. Discords are being filled. Skype doesn't exist anymore, but if it did, can you imagine, right? So
There's always Ubu.
yeah, right, exactly. So this is a big night, and in order to capture the magnitude of this night, we're going to go one last time and get the most mileage we can out of Rice before he joins TNA. One last time to this beautiful cinematic production capturing the importance of tonight's program. Rice is going to be very important tonight. He kicks us off here. Here we go. The Golden Grinnies, wrestling's most prestigious award ceremony. Each year, grapplers young and old take the ultimate step towards immortality, claiming the sport's most iconic prize and with it, transforming their legacy.
This is an exciting night. It's our first Golden Grinnies.
Great Britain has done it again. Jamie Hayter is the Cowboy Hat of the year.
Bob, send her a tweet. Let her know.
Okay.
Manny has his hand raised. I'll get to you in a second, Manny. Manny, go ahead.
What's up, big baby Waldo?
And with a dominant 42.8% of the votes,
Shit.
you guessed it, folks, it is the Late Night Grin Zone, Caden Lee, claiming Bob's Bootlicker of the year. Join us live on January 16th as once again we make history. Together, announcing this year's winners. Together, crowning this year's heroes. And together, deciding who will live forever. Wow. Does it get any bigger? Does it get any better? It most certainly does not. I do have to make a quick statement if you guys don't mind. There's been some talk that last night was a bad night for this platform.
No.
Total Non-Stop Action, our short-lived home promotion, fell a touch short of expectations. And with that in mind, I actually have a press release to read. Global Wars will take place Friday, March 27th, and will showcase world-class compares from Maple Leaf Pro and Ring of Honor, alongside international stars from across the global wrestling landscape. The event will be headlined by current AEW National Champion Ricochet, marking his first Global Wars main event appearance in Canada. The mega event weekend continues Saturday, March 28th, with MLP Uprising, headlined by the international powerhouse duo The Good Brothers, Cole Anderson and Doc Gallows, fresh off their shocking return to Japan via Pro Wrestling Noah, challenging all comers in a marquee main event. So I think that about covers that. And with that established, we have some business to handle in our chat. Our friend Ryan, now I need to say this because I was just in the Discord and Ryan highlighted this and just sensational stuff. To prepare for tonight, which is Ryan's first Golden Grinny, they watched every Golden Grinny prior in binge fashion. Which means that's like a 10-hour. Bob had the exact same response I did. Bad idea, right, Bobby? Choices were made, Bob. Choices were made. But Ryan says, this is Super Chat. I'm pumped to watch my first live Golden Grinnies here together. Or together, I should say, with all the fellow Grinners. We appreciate your support very much. I hope you enjoyed that binge, even if I'm quite confident you did not. It is something we look forward to. Right now we have the Hall of Fame coming up too. We make a real event of not doing shows about wrestling, so we're pretty thrilled with this kind of part of the calendar. And yes, thank you very much, Ryan. We appreciate your support. Our friend Chi-Town Spurs sent a super chat and said, "Good, better, Bob. Bob, your faults."
That's right, pal. Go Bears. Fuck the Rams.
Bobby's still battling a slight delay, Bob. Slight delay. But I'll let you navigate that in your own time. I'm
It's
glad you're
getting
here.
better.
Your
It'll
outlook's
fix
fabulous.
itself.
It'll get better. Exactly right. Exactly right. Oh, it's perfect. Hang on a second. Bob, when did you hear this?
There.
Nope.
Oh, well. Not so better as I thought.
Good try.
MJF has retained the AEW World title, which is
Thank
big
God.
news. And our friend Fahad, thank you, Showtime Spurs. Fahad says, here
My
for
God.
the EO Sky sweep, we shall see EO certainly in contention for some of the biggest awards of the night, right? I mean, depends on your kind of, some people, they prioritize hair and needle mover and cowboy hat, but
It's not necessarily my biggest awards, but yeah.
Right, exactly. It's subjective. But when it comes to wrestler, match, things of that ilk, EO Sky is in the conversation, no doubt. We'll see if she takes any home. I mean, that's the thing. Everyone's watching tonight, folks. Don't get it confused. Everyone's watching. And while we try and figure out how bad Bob's lag is, Bob, I have a question. What should people do if they're enjoying the first 11 minutes of this
What's that?
stream?
You go ahead and smash that like button. First time, odd number, we're good. Get to work on this again. Hold on.
Yeah, that was better. That was better. But the point was you smashed the like button. That was the point.
Oh,
He didn't really stick the landing on that
Hey,
pitch, did he? There? I thought he was going to at least buy me 30 seconds. All right, there you go, folks. So here's the deal. Over 160 ballots for the Grinnies. We are going to do things slightly different this year. In prior years, we would announce them like as follows, I would say. In third, with 20% is Marcus. In second is, whatever. This year, because we have such beautiful video graphics like the LNG 50, I'm going to run down the nominees, and then I'm going to hit the graphic, and we'll find out together the winner without whittling down the contenders. Let's add some surprise. Let's add some suspense. Let's add some excitement. So that'll be happening here tonight. As I mentioned last year, and Dwayne Johnson's still not got back to us.
He's big leaguing us, dude.
He is, but
Yeah.
any minute now
What a
he'll get
piece of
to it.
shit.
I'm sure. I think he's bookmarked them, to be honest with you.
well, he didn't win the Globe, so better accept one reward.
right,
True.
exactly
And he's not
right.
going to get nominated for an Oscar either, so he better be grateful.
Nah, we don't have to kick a man when he's down. I got ball tear him on in the tuck. I got him waiting on him. Don't worry.
Marcus, I remember you were there last year. You remember how many you won, bro? He won like 6 Grinnies last year.
That was insanity.
So, off like 3 months'
mean,
work too. But it was
beast.
fair. Nonetheless, this is the one night a year where the late night grin is gleefully not low key. We are going to at every grappler that has a graphic that wins an award tonight. Granted, some of the more negative ones, there's no graphics. We don't have to do that. We don't have to try and be mean. But if they won something, we have a graphic. They're going to be added. We need you guys to engage on the socials. You need to go have fun with that, and make this even more confusing to them when it hits their mentions and it has some numbers under it. We're going, what the fuck is this? Why did I win worst hair? They won't have that one. But you get my point.
Yo,
Joe, I also want to make sure everybody in the crowd, everybody watching at home knows that the good folks over at PricewaterhouseCoopers did do a great job tallying the votes. None of us have seen it. Nobody knows. Be
True.
very serious.
Just Rice Man, who's had weeks to work on the graphics. Yep, just him. Marcus, what was you going to say, brother?
To mention the competition, MJF is on the turnbuckles cutting a very long promo post-match. About
Well, let's be
Outprice.
honest. He's nervous. He doesn't want to watch the Grinnies right now. He's killing time. I get it. I totally get it. Okay. Yes, Trey. In fact, you should contact Confirm Shibas. He is our lead Blue Sky High Chancellor of sorts. So, yes, absolutely. So let's quickly just circle back. Obviously, we have an established Drew McIntyre as the Big Baby Waldo Award winner. He won that with 50% of the vote.
Oh, man.
Oh my God.
A
That was
distant
both telling in
victor.
there.
Yeah, a distant victor. LA Knight in at second with 15, and our beloved Roddy Strong in at 13.7% at 3. Bobby, how are you?
Good. We good?
Oh, there we go,
That's
bro.
what it is.
Good. He's
Oh.
back.
The big man is back. All right, I'm loving
Just
it.
like the Chicago Bears, we're back.
Also
That's right,
nominated, of
kid.
course.
Fourth quarter, Bob Iceman.
Also nominated, of course, were Bailey and Daniel Garcia. So that was the Big Baby Waldo results. But look, I'll be honest, guys. We've got 30 awards left. I think there's no time to waste. Right, we've wasted.
Just
enough
get into
probably.
it.
Let's just
Let's
dive
fucking
in.
do this.
And we will start with Best Debut. Fittingly, your nominees are Andrade El Idolo, Penta, Ricky Starks, Talatonga, and Thekla. That for JJ. Thekla. But with over 50% of the votes, the Golden Grinny goes to Andrade El
Yeah!
Idolo.
Oh, yeah.
As I said, folks, controversial
What up,
start to
PAs?
proceedings. The debut so seismic that he was unable to appear for 3 months afterwards. It's going to be controversial, no doubt. Certainly has a hint, a flavour perhaps, of meme voting. However, it must be said, Buster, this was not the most loaded category.
It wasn't. We were going through the category or the potential nominees, and we were very like who actually made a debut this year. We had the whole what is the threshold? How long do you have to be away before you can be considered as a re-debut? You know what I mean? But I will say, I think outside of the fact that he was gone for 3 months, the actual the fact that he came back so quick to AW, I was a bit surprised by that. It was, I think in that sense, it was a good debut. Yeah,
I agree.
Plus, it set up a potential Kenny Omega match, so the intention was there.
Right.
Hopefully, we actually get that at some point soon.
The intention was there.
Yeah,
congratulations on your Golden Grinny.
Yeah, at least they there was a
something behind
plan. They didn't
Yeah.
just roll Penta out there to go, here you go, man, do flips.
Yeah. But Penta's debut was great, in fairness. It was great.
I didn't watch it. I was kidding.
I voted for Penta. But here's the thing, folks. At the end of the day, it gave Rice a chance to make a graphic in which he unveiled the words "real Latino man" in a sort of explosive fashion. So the tweet is out there. Andrade, you're expected to respond to this within a couple of hours. I'm going to be honest with you. We've been pretty long-term supporters. Let's handle our business here.
Yes, please.
But how do we feel, boys? Good start to the night? What do you think?
I mean, there's no better start than Andrade, to be honest with you.
No, not at all.
I mean, yeah,
it's the
really.
debut so nice they did it twice. In some cases, 3
Literally.
times.
Yeah. He's the only man with 3 debuts in All Elite Wrestling. I mean, who else
Bro.
would say that?
Yeah, the second one killed me because it was very obviously him. Is that Andrade El Idolo? He's wearing the Andrade El Idolo mask, pulling the mask off to reveal it's indeed Andrade El Idolo. They just redid it.
What I love about the way we've started this is the first Grinny that we were announcing live is really not even a debut, which in its own way feels just magnificently on brand, doesn't it? It doesn't get any better. Novi, I do have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
He's got one of your chief rivals for Cowboy Hat of the Year, brother. Are you concerned at all that he got this one, or are you thinking that's his one? Where's mine?
Look, I'm worried about it. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, anyone should be worried about Andrade, whatever he's going to do next. But look, I'm confident. The Grinners, I believe in them.
Yes, indeed. All right. I say this every time. When someone makes their debut, there's always that speculation. What's the music going to be? What's their theme going to be? And so we celebrate that each year with Best Entrance Music. There's no graphic for this one, but your nominees are AJ Lee, The Death Riders, John Cena, Mystico, and Solo Sikoa. That is a War Games team I've ever heard one. A serious War Games team there. And I am delighted to announce that with an impressive 35.4% of the votes, which, by the way, beating out in at second was 34.8%. So we are talking razor close. The Golden Grinny goes to Mystico, takes it home for Best Theme Music. The Death Riders were in at second. I should have noted a moment ago, I apologize. Penta got 37% of votes, by the way, on that opening one. Thekla was third with, quote, 6.2% of the votes. That was third. So it was a two-man race, quite frankly. Mystico takes Best Theme. Colt has declared we take those. A triumphant night, no doubt. And I think it's got to be said. This probably, Caden, can be traced back to Arena Mexico, Grand Slam. That's probably where it secures the award, if we're being honest, right?
I think, the entrance in Arena Mexico is one of the more special moments of the year to me, and getting to try my best to sing it and remember the little pieces that I do know at All In was a heck of a time. I'm sure Novi was singing his heart out, though. I know he knows every word.
I'm a big Mystico fan, man.
Yeah. Big fan.
I clapped for the whole match.
We both did.
This feels like a fair winner. I thought Cena would do better with the legacy vote, the last stand.
People are tired of him.
Death Riders was close, dude.
Yeah.
Death Riders was
is
really,
a
really
great
close.
theme song to be.
It grew on me for a second. I always loved it when he debuted New Japan with it back in 2019, and then bringing it to TV. That little intro they added right before the guitar riff actually made it a lot better for me. And then that artist himself as an act getting better, and them just finding new ways to aura farm every time someone came out. It was just so good. But Mayweather, it got one thing that wrestling commentators just never do, especially now. It got him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they laid out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kato, was you going to tell us about this?
Kiffin left, and so I didn't know if I wanted to stay in Ole Miss, but we'll see where I end up going.
We'll let it play
I'm not
out. Is
gonna
what
tell
you're
anybody
saying?
yet. Yeah,
We'll
let it play out.
I think he's going to sell his soul to LSU.
Yeah, probably.
So, would you say that was an upset over the Death Riders? Because I kind of thought it was, to be honest.
I think a little bit, yeah.
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 No.
I mean, okay. I guess I don't know, like, maybe I don't have a grasp on our audience's taste as much as I thought,
Is it, Buster, my question, is it the night of the underdog?
It could be. You never know.
Is this symbolic king?
All I want to add, Joe, is Okada deserved a shot.
Wrong.
Would you guys like to start with best hair or worst hair? Or would you prefer we start with
Best.
Let's get to last.
Let's do
Oh.
best to worst.
But
Okay.
Bobby's a king
More
of...
people say worst, so whatever.
Bobby, where did you stand, though? Because this is pivotal.
I said
So,
worst first, and then it
Okay.
sounded like everyone else said best.
Go worst.
All right, we're going to start with worst.
Hold on, Joe, I didn't answer.
Yeah.
We can do worst, man. It's all good.
Yeah, you're going to do worst? Okay, is it clear? Yeah. Glad I got you.
Good
I
one.
like when Bob spoke on it, the decision was made because Bob he's done many different haircuts throughout his time on the Grin.
Yeah.
And
No
there's
worries,
been
that's one of
a
mine, but
running theme
sure.
with the program. So,
Dynamic.
Um,
Doesn't look particularly good right now, so
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Bob. The evidence suggested that was the case, but I didn't want to say that. Novi, of course, is totally thrilled with his hair right now. Thrilled, right? Novi, you're thrilled.
You guys have seen it a lot when I've been on shows the past week.
The Cowboy Hat's definitely not a perfect bit for tonight. Definitely not.
In fact, can we see your beautiful red locks?
And I definitely don't have a backup hat on hand.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Why would you do
No.
that? Yeah.
Little sledhead.
All right, here we go. We'll start with worst hair. Your nominees are CM Punk, Cope, Jey Uso, Samoa Joe, and Tetsuya Naito.
Hold on, not too much. Not too much.
An amazing thing to consider. With 58.4% of the vote,
No.
is the current world champion, CM Punk.
CM Poof.
It's a serious moment. Adonis, your thoughts.
I mean, in the battle of the SNME debacle between main event Jey Uso and the best in the world CM Punk, I thought the main event Jey Uso would eke this out because his hair makes his head shaped like an Amazon package. It's very frightening. However, CM Punk is insistent on this pompadour thing going on, and it's very alarming. He is aging himself rapidly. Very scary. Sadly.
It looks like a midlife crisis if I ever seen one. Like it looks like a combination.
Godly.
The combination of a chia pet and like the wigs that actors wear during flashback scenes when they're like trying to be 17.
Buster, what's our response to this? He's doing his thing. Can we go with that? What do you think?
I'm not on your side here. Phil, this is a wake up call. Okay.
You're saying slick it back and get to business.
Slick it back, man.
All right.
Grow your beard out. Keep the gray in it. Just go back to 2023.
Oh, so
Everything
are
will
you
be
just
fine.
telling him to lock the fuck in? Is that what you're telling
Yes,
him?
I am.
So that's what he said. Yeah. That's what he said.
I think he's doing great for himself. Actually, this looks amazing with that pompadour. He should keep doing it until the end of time. As a matter of fact,
In
He's
other
gonna
news,
see this, so he's gonna do it.
we do have, of course, best hair. More positive news. We do have a graphic for this. Your nominees are the returning Andrade, Asuka, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Jamie Hayter, and Willow Nightingale. And with 37.9% of the votes, the Golden Grinny for best hair of the year goes to
Let's go.
the ace,
Go,
Hiroshi Tanahashi,
Ace.
who
Hell
bows
yeah.
out with a
Ace.
Grinny. He has threatened us with a haircut. He's claiming he's going to do it this weekend. So
Yeah, I need him to stop.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, don't
Tomorrow,
do that.
allegedly.
Don't put
we
the evil
really
on
hope
us.
this is going to be enough to convince him that this cannot be the case. We have this is our plea to you, Tana. The Grinners are saying, don't do it. Please don't do it.
Please don't do it. Yeah.
I'm really scared about it.
A worthy winner. Bobby is an expert when it comes to hair. Thoughts on Tana? Fair. That's a good point. Novi, as an expert on hair, thoughts on Tanahashi taking it home.
Oh, he's fucking with you.
You're a piece of shit.
Look, man,
Take it away.
I love Tanahashi. He's got one of the most glorious haircuts around. It's iconic. And that's why we're all worried about it, because we're all scared of the golden locks going away. I mean, how is he going to be able to president the company if he doesn't look that good?
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting conversation, Caden. You're a master of the center part. Where do you stand on this Tanahashi situation we got here?
Yeah, Joe, I did a good job combing up the center part before the show today. I made sure it looked all nice. Yeah, I think Tanahashi did a great job this year with the hair. I'm glad that it's not cut yet. I'm quite sad that it's going to go away. Going to be honest, Joe. I am a little upset that we forgot to even nominate me, but next year.
It is a little bit mean that I make such a bit of your center part and never even nominated you for a Grinny, I will say. And Novi wore a cowboy hat once and got a clear nomination out of the game. I actually agree with you on this entirely. Yes, Caden, we're on the same team on this. All right, folks, I have news. Hiroshi Tanahashi has been added on the timeline.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Save his hair. Save his hair.
Collect your Grinny. Collect it. It's true too. Contrarian's in the run now too, bro. His hair's been fabulous lately.
Yeah, it has
Absolutely.
been.
Yeah, for sure.
Never forget Dave Meltzer's 10-minute rant about how great Tanahashi's hair is.
Hey man, if I was allowed to have a rant, I would have doubled the time and said, brother, if you're gonna cut the hair, at least sweep it up and mail it to my address, because that is a monument of wrestling history. You saved New Japan with that hair. You're the president with that hair. You had one of the greatest retirement matches. Exactly. I'll put it in the Smithsonian.
I'm seeing the vision on this. I'm seeing the vision. We do not have a hashtag. We should have, but we don't. So now it's too late. We're in the game already. You just got to engage via quote, tweet, and/or reply. There's no hashtag. We have our limits. All right, folks. I can't believe I actually missed this on the format. It's so big that I run away from it subconsciously. Every year we celebrate a wrestling faction by deciding who is the best member of that faction. We've done the firm, the conglomeration, things of that ilk. Going to be the Judgment Day. This year we are doing perhaps the most historic faction yet. We're doing the MFTs. The runners-up, my bad. Cope and Naito are the runners-up for worst hair. Best hair was Jamie and Andrade were the runners-up, both at around 20%. My apologies.
Hell yeah.
Buster, police me on the runners-up, right?
Okay.
What's up, mate?
I was just saying Cope's a good actor.
Yeah, that's what you keep telling us in the group chat.
He's been in the group chat all day telling us that Adam Cope.
Bro,
is
he
very
literally
good
said
at
it
Percy
earlier,
Jackson.
and then he updated us like an hour ago saying, guys, I'm not kidding. I
Yeah.
fucking love it.
He's good in Percy Jackson, man.
All right, we get it.
No one has asked either, which makes it all the more notable that he
He's
keeps
good in
telling us
money
over and
porn.
over again.
I'm so sure he's good.
Nonetheless, it's time to discuss who is the best MFT member. Of course, no need to run down the nominees in this one. All five men were nominated. There was some debate about whether or not JC earned his nomination, no question. But he was up for it. You've made said he went to vote for him. The question is, was he the only one? It's time to find out. The Golden Grinny for best MFT member. One of the most prestigious prizes of the night. Who is it going to be, folks? There's so many options. So many options. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We take
He
it
has
all.
taken. He's taken it all. All has been
farm-
taken.
I love you, Solo.
Not being able to see him on screen makes that even better, by the way. That was incredible.
He leads from the front, folks. Solo Sikoa has done it. He is your best MFT member. What a moment this is. Caden Lee, what do you make of that? Is that controversial? Feels like the right choice, if you ask me.
Yeah, he's the leader of the group, so it makes a lot of sense. I think Tama Tonga had a pretty good fight here. I think maybe a little bit of justice for him. JC Mateo should have. I don't know. I think I went with Tama on my vote, but I think I mean, it makes sense, right? He's taking it all. He settles the score. So
Yes, that's a great point. So I was actually surprised. JC Mateo was the 2 seed. He had 23.9% of the votes to Solo's 44.7. So a clear victor, no question.
Yeah. I guess
Tama Tonga was.
long.
That's exactly it, Bobby. So Bobby's thinking with logic here and sound logic at that. Tama Tonga came in at 3 with 13.2%. Tonga lower, 12.6%, and our big Tala Tonga, a mere 5.7% of the votes for him. But they can't all be winners, can they? I mean, that's life. Bobby, you seem satisfied with this result as the MFT fan among us.
Yeah, I think either Solo or Tamatonga. If JC Mateo won, I would have been pretty upset.
Yeah. Upset is an incredible word to use to describe your reaction to it, and I appreciate it very, very much. Thank you, Bobby. So yeah, that's where we stand right now. I'm going to tweet this graphic, and Solarskar is not on Twitter, folks. So if anyone has his email address, or his home address for that matter, Bob will be sending it to him in the coming days. So please DM Bob with any insight as how we can get in contact with Solarskar, the leader of the MFTs, and now a Golden Grinny winner. Maybe his biggest accolade yet. Okay, folks. Where should we head to next? Let me look at the format. We are celebrating some Golden Grins up next. LNG Gold is now, my goodness, what are we at, boys? 17 months old? 16, 17 months old?
Going strong.
Yep.
This is a great point. Maybe The Rock can forward it to him. Great idea. Great suggestion. So it's been a hell of a run for LNG Gold. Almost daily content over there behind the paywall, and we're now celebrating that each year with the Gold Grin of the year, the best show that was behind that very paywall. Your nominees for this were the AEW Dynasty Grin-Along, the Good Brothers Announcement Grin-Along, Hooper's Super Valentine Extravaganza, the TNA Bound for Glory Grin-Along, and of course the WrestleMania weekend preview in which Contrarian Alex famously read Sol Ruka as Sol Rocker, as well as multiple other missteps and errors. This is tough. Gut feeling, Nova, what's the favorite here? I'm intrigued.
I think this is the most competitive award we have in some respect. I mean, there's there's merit to all 6 of these nominees.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I think the people like Contrarian Alex quite a bit.
Well, I have news. They do not.
Fuck!
Okay.
They disagree. It was close, and they disagree on Contrarian Alex. With 37.1% of the votes, a clear victor, doubling up the 2 seed, is the Good Brothers Announcement Grin-Along.
Oh my god.
This was the night
Of course it
where
was.
the Good Brothers reached the end of their 90-day no-compete. And so we went live at midnight to celebrate the occasion. We were waiting what they were going to announce. Then we were informed that it had messed up, it had gone wrong. Then we were informed they'd signed with New Japan, which they most certainly had not. We then retracted they'd signed with New Japan. Then a video was posted. All sorts happened. They are, in my view, worthy winners. Man, that was a night. Buster, I remember you being quite frustrated by the end of that night. You seemed to be, you was very fatigued from what I can recall on that night. While you collect your thoughts, I will just note, Dynasty Grin-Along with the infamous Novi moment, 18.2%. Super Valentine, 15.7%. Buster, memories of the Good Brothers Grin-Along.
Honestly, until we started talking about shows we did this year, I forgot that it happened.
Yeah.
But then once I did remember it, just a lot of negative emotions came back. You know, I was
fair. Yeah.
I had a really bad headache that night, and I had to work the next day at 6 a.m. And I was sitting there like, what the fuck, Carl?
Yeah.
What is going on that night? Please, man.
Carl.
This was a real thing that happened. Just tell them we signed New Japan. You know what, Trish? They didn't. They didn't sign with them. So it makes it even more historic. I'll tell you who else ain't signed with New Japan. The Oracle of Wrestling has arrived fashionably late to the awards ceremony. Oracle, on the heels of a historic TNA on AMC premiere, how you feeling, brother?
I'm good. I would like to announce that Randy Orton and The Miz was not 3 stars, so will not make my spreadsheet.
That's a shocking one.
Hate to hear it. I'm pretty sure Lexi wrestles pretty soon. I'll be pretty locked in for that one.
Tried her very, very best in that. Tried very, very hard. That was the opponents were not 3-star standard.
And I don't mind to be spoiled a little bit. What would you say was the best bout that you caught from SmackDown?
I turned it off after the Charlotte Alexa tag, but I hear Sammy and Ilya was very good.
What's that?
Sammy and Ilya, I hear, was very good.
I believe that. I'm sure it probably is.
The Alexa match is fine. The angle afterwards, I said, that's enough SmackDown for me. I'm going to call it. Yeah.
Understood,
Yeah, these things happen.
I really liked the part where Charlotte went and took the post bump. That was really good.
Yeah, well, someone had to take it, and I wasn't going to help her any.
Right.
I'll just catch you up here. Yeah, Leon and Carmelo heard good things about it too. I want to catch you up, Oracle, on what you've missed. Best debut went to Andrade El Idolo for his return in AEW that was followed up by an absence of mystery.
Right.
Best MFT member, Solo Sikoa, of course, taking it all.
For sure, no question.
Best hair, your boy, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Okay, there we go.
Worst hair.
There we go.
Worst hair, CM Punk.
Well, yeah.
Or it went, yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
And best entrance music went to Mystico. So that's where we're at right now.
Okay.
That's the lay of landing. The Gold Grin went to the Good Brothers announcement, Grin Along, in which they forgot to announce anything. And yeah, it was a tough night. We made it through and it won a grinning. Who does that grinny go to? Well, those of us that were on the show, the Good Brothers, for ruining the show. Who does it go to?
That is tough. I'd give it to probably Brainbuster for enduring a headache.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Someone had to tough it out. Might as well give it to him.
Oracle, I do have to note, when you get to the end of the Alexa Bliss match, they accidentally play the stand-up, shut up and fight me, so make sure sound on, make sure you enjoy that. Yes, and the finish, they accidentally play the wrong theme, so lock in. All right, it's a treat for you, mate. It's a treat for you.
Do you think they edited it? Do you think they edited it?
They fucking better not have, dude. That's history.
I swear to God, if they do, I'll sue. I'll sue.
Yeah, you should.
I'll sue.
I have a lot of reasons to sue them for name violations and things of that nature anyway.
True, the Oracle Paul Heyman. All right, folks, it's time to talk funny free agents. We love a funny free agent signing. This year, the candidates were not quite as funny as often have been, but there were still some heavy hitters, no doubt there was. Your nominees were Andrade again is back, JC Mateo, R-Truth, Rusev, and Santos Escobar, which actually, upon reflection, stronger character than I thought on this, right? Yeah, that's a
this is fucking hilarious. Santos Escobar.
That's just funny. Like, hey, throw that Santos Escobar on.
Yeah, exactly right. So,
Rusev.
Considering the competition, it has to be said it's impressive the distance between 1 and 2 here, with 41.6% of the votes. The aforementioned JC Mateo doesn't go home empty-handed tonight. He gets himself a grinny after all. In at 2 was Escobar, 24.8. Andrade at 3. Medals again here with 23%. Adonis, this feels like a slam dunk, right?
I always like to take the chance to remind people that the World Wrestling Federation put up a live stream of the best SmackDown match of the 2025. And in that stream, right in the middle, JC Mateo and LA Knight. His debut match where he wrestled like 2002 Big Show in jeans and a black tank top. Incredible.
That is exceptional.
In fairness, it's also built like 2002 Big Show these days. So I mean,
yeah, well, yeah.
Well, you know.
Johnny Burney sent a super chat and said, "This is a quote: Get ready to learn Gary Crackhead, Bobby. LOL Bears, Bobby." Yeah.
All right, pal, calm down.
Yeah, I'll try my best, Bob.
Hey, man, we're doing it for Freddie Gibbs. Ain't that right, Bob?
That's right, Bob.
That's right.
That's right.
There you go.
I'm breaking up Lexi and Ashley soon. That's upsetting.
They can't break them. It'd be immoral. It'd be wrong. You know what, Oracle? I'm getting on that lawsuit. Thank you, Johnny.
Congratulations, JC Mateo, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. The House has spoken, said seems Alec Price and Jordan Oliver just got signed. Was this on the after the match? Was this announced? I didn't see this.
Yes, that was the wrong promo MJF was doing.
Good for them. Thank you. The House has spoken. Caden?
Just real quick, seems like they might. I wouldn't be shocked if they come in as a young tag team because they were working tags on the Indies together, and I actually really like that team.
That's why they were signed together. That was what they. Nonetheless, thank you. The House.
I think they're the East West Express. No, that was with Nick Wayne, so I don't know what Alec Price is with them.
Yeah.
I'm Nick Wayne. Jordan and Nick Wayne were the East West Express.
Johnny Burney said, Golden Grinnies Brokeback Mountain Award. Novi. False Novi.
I'm not against.
Oh my God.
Aggressive.
Aggressive like that. Is it a little aggressive?
That's crazy.
Never seen the movie. Never had gay sex personally.
Great film. Great film.
But
you should watch it, and you should also have gay sex.
Yeah, you should do both.
I can watch it. I probably won't be having any gay sex.
Are you Jake Gyllenhaal or are you Heath Ledger? Which one?
Novi, you're missing out.
Hey, there's everything
I'm
for
happy.
everybody in that movie. I mean, Anne Hathaway has her
Yep.
shirt off at some
Great
point.
point, Oracle. That's a great
Charlie
fucking point,
Hathaway.
Oracle. Once again.
It's for
All right.
everyone. That movie's for everybody.
Just
okay?
like wrestling. Great
Yeah,
point, Oracle.
wrestling for everyone, just like
And
wrestling.
speaking of wrestling,
Well,
there was a lot of wrestling cameos this year. A lot of wrestling cameos. We like to celebrate these one-off moments in time, these snapshot situations where someone has a chance to make magic as a guest. And that's what this award's all about. Your nominees for Best Wrestling Cameo are Dolph Ziggler, I Show Speed, Jelly Roll, Travis Scott, and Zach Gowen.
Zach Gowen.
All battling for the same prize. Best Wrestling Cameo. What's up?
Hey, man, is that his thing, though?
We kept calling him Jello Roll during the SummerSlam.
The idea of just those names being in front of me and I have to just read them like that's what my life's come to, you know.
I Show Speed.
I'm gonna watch WWE Unreal Season 2 just to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, he seems like a cool guy. Good for Jelly Roll. And with 32.3% of the votes, the Golden Grinny for Best Wrestling Cameo goes to
Let's go.
the Wanted Man,
Let's go.
the show
Oh
off,
my goodness.
Madison Square Garden Homecoming. Adonis, you're in the building. It was like being in 2012 all over again, brother. What a night. What a moment. He takes the Golden Grinny. Adonis, your faults.
I mean, you know, it took a while, Joe, especially in 2025, but finally the World Wrestling Federation saw a real wrestler again. It felt like somebody had descended from the sky and it taught us what wrestling could be. That buckle bump will live forever. Forever. I will remember that. A kid next to me yelled so loudly he tripped on his shoelace. Not lying.
Which
this
is
really
tough to
happened.
do. That's tough to do.
Yeah.
That
Which
both
is-
those things, yeah, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. No doubt.
Incredible. Shout out the Wanted Man.
Yes, indeed. He gets a Golden Grinny. Caden Lee, remember we went live that night? You hadn't even seen it. I just wanted to talk to you about because that's what being friends is all about. Do you remember that?
I don't remember this.
No. Oh, that's great. I went live and you joined me.
Oh, okay.
Damn it,
My
Caden.
show speed was in at 2 with 24.8%.
Hell of a bump.
Travis Scott in at 17.4% for free. Oracle, on a scale of 1 to 10, how insulted is Dolph Ziggler by the other list of candidates on this awards? On this particular award?
Well, considering he used to quote tweet dunk people like me, including myself one time, like 10 years ago, he's probably highly insulted.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'm glad we're going to be at him here in mere moments. It's been a great night. It's been a special night.
he's gonna
Nova, I got to
reply.
check. Yeah. Nova, got to check in with you, mate.
Yeah.
How you feeling right now, Nerves?
I got butterflies on my stomach, Joe. Andrade scares the fuck out of me, man. I can't do it.
Yeah, I get it, bro. I get it. Adonis, what about you?
I mean, look, one of my competitors in my category just took home an award, so I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. There's some heavy hitters, but I'm confident in what I did in 2025. I believe.
I respect that. I respect that very, very much. Dolph Ziggler, nicknamer for man, who clearly is in the final third, at least, we'll say, be polite, of his career. Been going out for over 20 years. Our next award is celebrating the guys that may dominate the next 20 years of pro wrestling. The prospects. This award, of course, was created in honor of Caden Lee, who once got very angry about the word prospect and what it means.
Yeah.
Derailing an entire show in one fell swoop. Your
The
nominees
only
for
way he knows
prospect.
how.
Exactly right, the Caden Lee special. Your nominees for prospect of the year are as follows. We have Javon Evans, Kendall Gray, Leon Slater, Senka, Buster, surname, help me. Buster's eating. I did this
Adonis,
right.
go. I apologize.
Adonis, surname, Senka.
Damn it.
Senka
I'm sorry.
Kasuga.
I think I said it better than that last time, but I failed. And
There you
Suriyama
go.
your final nominee.
Not that one.
This is a big award. This is the person that's going to shape the future of wrestling. Nemeth shaped the history. Who's going to shape the future with 31.7% of the votes? The Golden Grinny for Prospect of the Year goes to Monday Night Raw's own Javon Evans, who has been really a phenom of sorts, has kind of just exploded. With each passing month, his reputation seems to grow, his image, his popularity, so on and so forth. I hear he's bouncy. Firstly, Caden Lee, is he a prospect?
You know, Joe, it's a little close.
Oh, fucking brother.
When we had this conversation a few weeks ago, I was very confident. He's since signed with Monday Night Raw, so he's pushing it a little bit, but I will still consider Javon Evans to be a prospect.
Very, very kind of you. Special talent, right? A special talent. Adonis, another one that you were the Garden for a pretty big night for him. What do you make of Javon's 2025?
Mostly just really cool. I mean, he's literally a year older than me, and he had the final match at a Garden show. Like, that's just really fucking cool. And he looks like he belongs too. Like, it's never a case of like, oh, Javon's here. Like, he's he's young, but he owns the moment. He's very confident. I like that he feels like a normal human being on these shows. Like, he's very authentic. He cuts promos like a normal person. It's very, very refreshing. He obviously has a lot that he can improve on, which I think makes how good he is already really even more impressive. And so I'm excited to see him continue, and hopefully him getting officially signed to the Red Brand, totally not kayfabe, a real thing that happened. Hopefully that only means better and bigger things for Javon.
Well, I certainly rate Adam Pearce as GM. Good roster management, good roster, good acquisition.
That's true.
Signed the young guy, signed to the actual good brand on the show. Thank God he's away from the SmackDown Penitentiary. And the WWE Citizens Council members. It is. Y'all, they're giving the people men's minutes over there, man. It's dire.
Didn't get Oracle's spreadsheet. Wasn't 3 stars, Oracle's. Good point. It's a great point.
Oh, Miz.
The Miz,
I'll tell you who did make my spreadsheet this year. Javon Evans against El Bravo Americano, 3 stars.
El Bravo Americano.
Hey, at least Javon's on there.
Yeah, exactly. Bobby, I have a question for you. If someone's enjoying this show, how could they show us they're enjoying it? Is there a simple thing they could do?
Yeah, you go ahead and smash that like button. The second time I've said it, I don't know if it got through the first time because I had some issues, but either way, if it's your second time doing it, it's an even number. You're going to need some odd numbers, but we'll remind you again. That's what we're here for.
Marcus, did you notice the accidental Harold Letterman he did there with the either way?
Yeah, I did. Like, I gotta tell you, Jim. I got a 10-9, 50-49 Oscar De La Hoya.
Either way. All right. Tremendous stuff. If Javon Evans' career goes as well as we expect it to, he'll be long and prosperous. And at times, he's going to have to make comebacks, right? That's the way the business is. There for a long enough time, you're going to make a comeback or two.
Bro, Lexi has slapped her thigh like 5 times in this match.
She's fucking awesome, dude. Finally, a real wrestler on the TV.
Yeah.
Tried her absolute best, Oracle. Comeback of the year is a controversial one this year, right? There was a lot of debate last week, or 2 weeks ago, I should say. There was a lot of heated argument, so much so that we actually had to be pretty loose with the format. Adonis, is something up? What's up, mate?
Runner-ups, Joe. Chat's reminding runner-ups.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Adonis. Which one did I miss for? I did Cameo, right? Okay, thank you very much. Leon Slater was very close, very close. He had 28% of the votes. Kendall Gray had 23%. Now, Joshi representation, my assumption is, because the Joshi segment of our audience is smaller, they split that vote. And so it makes it look like they got less representation. They're probably doing our actual audience, but that was how it worked out on the prospect side of things. Thank you very much, Adonis.
Great competition there. It was 2 young black men and Dave Meltzer's new favorite wrestler.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's true.
Yeah, absolutely accurate. Yes.
True.
Comeback of the year, we expanded things. To be fair, there's a range of stories here, folks. Your nominees are AJ Lee, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bandito, Charlotte Flair, Ilya Dragunov, John Moxley, Kenny Omega. There was a lot of comeback stories in 2025.
There was.
And there was some debate about what it is that we were looking for in a comeback. This was very, very close. Second had 25% of the votes. First had 26.9. We're talking just a few votes in between them. But ultimately, it only went one way. So your Golden Grinny for comeback of the year goes to the Death Rider's own John Moxley. There are a range of hilarious quotes featured here.
My God.
We're still Rocky quotes?
Well, yes, it is. It's interspliced with some late night grim burials, which is worth rewatching for. Kind of thing you spot in the details. But John Moxley.
I'm gonna go look at what my quote was. I have no idea what I even said.
It was very, very funny. Very extreme. This is an award that Novi was very, very severe about last week and saying he did not co-sign Moxley being on the ballot. He takes it, Novi. How do you feel about it? He beat out Bandito with 25%. Alexa Bliss was in at 3 with 18.8%. Novi, how are you feeling right now? Go ask.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you, Joe. I think this is complete and utter bullshit. Bandito was out for an extremely long time and came back as one of the best wrestlers in the world. John Moxley came back from being absolute putrid dog shit at the beginning of the year. I think this is a terrible determination of award. But he is really good now.
Here's what I'll say. Do we all agree there is something inherently funny to like his reason for being there to the other names? It is funny, unquestionably.
He was just bad. Him almost died. Bandito got injured and got stuck in the Jericho feud. Just sucked for 7 months.
Joe, I want to make a really good point here.
You know, a lot of people.
Go on, Bob. No,
a lot of people went with the kind of NFL style for this award, where you're just coming back from being shitty, which that happens. Whatever. That's the nature of the award.
Well, that's literally what it is. Yes.
Yeah. I get it, Caden. What was you going to say, mate?
Joe, look, not only did he bring me to the point where I wanted him to retire because of how bad he was, one of my favorite wrestlers of all time.
Right.
But he also was so bad and then so good that you had to give it to him. Like you had to what Bob said, looking at it the NFL way. Like he was just so good that you kind of had to.
No, well, he's the walking definition of the phrase fairs.
It's like he wasn't my vote because I do think the Bandito story is crazy. I think the Kenny one and the Alexa one are both actually really strong candidates. Really strong.
Kenny almost died and then had a match of the year.
But it was a crazy, in fairness, it was a crazy turnaround. Go back and look at that graphic. I just tweeted it. The things that Grin has said. Buster.
Can I read them all?
Yes, please do, man. Please.
Okay, so
here we go.
Hold on, sorry, I accidentally went back too far. In a couple seconds, give me a second.
Yep. Okay, Buster's gonna read these quotes that Rice isolated.
Novi said Mox could be the single most unconvincing wrestler in the world right now. There. And then
that's all I said.
Duke said I can't take Mox serious in that Peter Griffin fit and with that that little pointy goatee.
Like the fucking Peter thug.
And then I said, which is the most drastic one, I think.
Yeah, I think you have the worst quote, Buster.
Yeah,
I gotta say.
Just dead wrong, just wildly incorrect. There's an entire roster of talent that can instantly make your world title scene incredible again. That's never gonna happen with Mox as champion. Just a dumbass. Absolutely.
I mean, what else did Novi say?
We don't have to go there.
No, that's good.
There's things that were said there, but all I
there
know
was
is
other things. They didn't make the cut.
I never once called him Dean Paquette. I never once called him
Dean
Ambrose.
You never do that.
Never. I would never disrespect this.
He was never. Nobody ever called him the CZW Tribal Chief. That never happened. That was never a thing that was said.
Nobody ever spelled his name Mocks. No, never.
No,
I would never call.
Terrible.
I would never disrespect my one true king like that. Never.
Yeah.
Never.
No, that's true. That's true. Oracle, you seem quite excited about something there. Was it the Charlotte Julia?
Were like fucking
blasting
each other.
I knew that was coming. I couldn't wait.
Close to 3 stars.
It was alright, wasn't it? Yeah.
He said it has to be close to
the angle. Was
2 and 3/4.
Yeah. You should actually build an honorable mentions list, Oracle. That's money. I like that a lot. Just all 2 and 3/4 star matches. All right. I want to say viewership plummeted with the Moxley win. I need to note that.
Makes sense.
It was at 6-7 for a second.
Dave, if you're watching, something to keep in mind.
It's still at 6-7 right now.
It's 69 for me now.
I mean, it's
nice.
When you make a mockery of the award, like that, people they're automatically they're not going to take this, this institution seriously.
Is that what you think happened? You think people went, "This is not what I thought it was."
Yeah. They go, "This isn't a serious organization."
Yeah.
Hey man, sometimes you got
the Academy doing.
Exactly, man. It's like Crash winning over Brokeback Mountain to some people.
Bro, that's still crazy. 20 years. That's
the thing that was crazy. So on like the Monday before the Wednesday where we closed the voting, the lead was Bandito, who was 1 vote ahead of Alexa Bliss. And then all of the last votes went to John Moxley. Like, all of them. Like, it was insane
Did
to
anything
track.
happen between, like...
That's hilarious.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, like, nothing with Mox. Nothing with Mox happened.
I don't think so.
It's
No.
a bunch of woke shit, what it is.
It's pretty cool, to be honest with you. Now, I do want to note here, this is actually very important. Did everyone on screen vote on the Golden Grinnies? A quick question. This is very important.
I did.
I did.
Yes.
No, hang on. This is not a test, Oracle. This is very important. It's very important. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. All right, so everyone else voted, all right?
Yeah.
We'll keep that in mind. All right. It's time now for the Fed Dead moment of the year.
My favorite.
Okay.
Very special. Bobby went, okay, here we go. Okay. Your nominees are Brock Lesnar's return, Fiend, John Cena's retirement tour, or I guess the creative in John Cena's retirement tour would be a better way to put it, Raw's Netflix premiere, and top guy main event, Jey Uso. No prizes for guessing this one, but it is closer than you could possibly imagine. With 34.8% of the votes, is Brock Lesnar's return, beating out Fiend at 29.8%, and at 19.3% was Cena in at third. Bobby, you feel like the right person to pitch to here for a range of reasons. Your faults.
Yeah, I think that's fair, especially because Brock's return came after, the Cena Cody match, which everyone thought was exceptional and a really way to make up for their first one. And, Fiend would have been fine too, especially with the benefit of hindsight. These are all very strong choices. The WWF gives us no shortage of choices every single year, and we appreciate them for that.
Oh, shit. That's funny, dude.
The theme was just really, really funny in the culmination of like the PR weekend from hell.
Yes,
that
was
week.
funny.
Yeah.
Brock was just like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah.
You don't have to do
Bro,
this,
that
guys."
was crazy, bro.
I also love, like, when I was reflecting on it, how great is it that Cena's year... Go on, Oracle.
Damaging, objectively.
Netflix.
As objective as I think I can get, I actually think the Netflix premiere is actually...
I actually voted for the Netflix premiere.
That's what I
voted. Because that, in the long haul, I think decimated any of, like, the whatever casual fan bases left. That, over the long haul, like, we're just like...
Bro,
everybody just like flocked.
Dwayne came in and smoked every storyline that we all loved in 20 minutes, bro. And I knew that this shit was cooked, bro. The minute he came in there, fucking tequila with Cody, I was like, oh, it's over. The business is gone.
It was awesome.
Honestly, dude, the vibes on that Grin Long were not awesome. It was actually very uncomfortable. We were like,
they just actively
is Dwayne going to be a heel? We were all sitting like, is Dwayne going to be a heel? We just all just watched it like unravel. It was a remarkable thing. So, yeah, this one, again, I think that was a fair... What did pop me when I looked at it afterwards was Cena's retirement tour, like the creative for it was in this thing, and 2 of the deals here, like, overlaps... No, 3 of them overlap specifically with the creative for his retirement tour. Like, Jey Uso wins the Rumble, Brock's return, because he comes back and works him, and then Fiend, obviously, goes without saying.
Let me respond something in the chat that I'm going to actually be... defensive for, but I will say this. The Fed is not back, but if SmackDown wasn't 3 hours, it would actually be a good show.
Oh, this? Okay.
They've had SmackDown has... Now, granted, I read the spoilers, and tonight's show sounds pretty good. Now, they're obviously the angle I just watched was terrible with Nia and all that. But, it seems like the show is actually like improved, and it's actually the most interesting show.
Yeah.
It's 3 hours long.
Oracle, can you do me a favor?
What's that?
If there's ever a comment you want to highlight again, you're more than welcome to do it. Please never lead with. There's a comment in the chat that I will respond to, and I will be defensive. I was very concerned we were about to.
I was like,
I was really scared.
Part of the problem was I don't know how to say that ad. I don't know how to read.
That's fine. But for those who don't know, for a little LNG lesson here, and Bobby was there for this. 4 years ago or so, the Oracle of Wrestling responded to a comment by explaining I believe he actually said he's willing to fight someone over it. What was your exact words?
He did.
Come and see you, and they'll find
collar
out.
And elbow.
He threatened a collar and elbow attack on a fellow grinner. So Yeah, stay tuned. Don't buy on the Temeru one. It's bait. Someone got me with that before. Don't do it. Ignore it.
Just like the Tom Hardy meme. That's bait. You know.
I love that the Grinners now know LNG better than I do. Jason remembers. Show up and find out was a genuine thing he said in the midst of like a Rampage review while we just sat there like, yeah, man.
That was the Patreon era, right?
That was Patreon, and that night, when you left someone's Patreon, you can leave, like, you fill out a form, why?
Yeah.
Around 6 people were like, his bloke friends are fight us, bro. Like, it's a bit out of control.
Did more people leave after that, or after...
Yeah.
Did more people leave after that or after Shoot's fucking brawl out?
Shoot's brawl out was, this is the top 3. Shoot's brawl out where he said, like, fuck the Young Bucks, we're Team Punk, was an absolutely horrific brand choice on his part. We lost about 30, 40 patrons. Second, to be fair, Oracle, second was when I said that Adam Cole had a bad match for Orange Cassidy.
Yo, meet me and Temecula over that one.
Because
that's crazy, bro. That's probably
and
true.
Oracle was just sitting there with me too and just watched me like unravel about this, and we lost so many patrons. And then third was when Oracle threatened to fight someone. It wasn't even someone in particular. He was just talking generally. If you have a problem with it,
so let me say, let me just point out that let me say this: we as a whole, as wrestling fans, sometimes overreact so much about wrestling that me threatening people was actually only the third worst behind 2 just wrestling related.
And we have to be clear about this. This wasn't someone's being mean to Oracle and him singling one. He literally was talking broadly. Like, if you have an issue,
he was like
here's
making
your
up a
options.
scenario.
Yeah, here's your options.
Yeah. He was the ultimatum was out there.
4-hour show.
Yeah, it was a 4-hour show, guys. We were in the trenches, going 60 every night.
Run high, you know, people are a little tired. It happens.
Doing a Broadway every night, bro. It was tough. All right. Anyway, it's time to balance things out with the Fleet Fucked moment of the year, which is Fleet Fucked is just an extraordinary thing to say. I really do recommend it.
Great.
Less nominees for this in terms of like contenders, but we have our nominees nonetheless. The Acclaim's reunion, the angle that's been, the saga that's been, more than the idea. Eddie Kingston's return, again, the handling of that return with the graphic and the match and the way the match went. The Jeff Jarrett MJF feud, quote unquote, very short lived. John Moxley's first quarter of 2025. And the Maximum Carnage match graphic that sent Twitter into a frenzy.
God.
Oh my god.
Caden Lee, I'm just intrigued. What's your like gut feeling on this?
I feel so like the Maximum Carnage one was like a last minute addition that I had to fight for.
Yeah.
I think it's that or it's Moxley's Q1 because that's such a big thing. But like the Maximum Carnage with Maximum Carnage happening this week, I think it added a lot of things this year. Or it added like a lot of people like recalled it.
So you're correct, but in which way are you correct? You listed 2 there, right?
I think Maximum Carnage.
Not quite. With 51.6% of the votes.
Holy shit.
John Moxley's Q1 takes
It was fucking bad, dude.
What we learned about the Grinners this year was they lived a roller coaster with the Moxley thing. Like, they were fully on that ride because he won both of those awards based on how bad it was to start and how much better it got. So he won this by a landslide, dude.
Like, he was out here like committing like chemical warfare in elder abuse against the Rock and Roll Express in IRA gear. He had that main event against Cope at Revolution on a show that had back to back like fantastic matches, and then that closed it. Yeah. The Dynasty match made me and Novi want to run through a wall and like drive to Philadelphia my damn self and tell Tony Khan, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Now, in the end, the Bucks' inclusion into the whole storyline ended up saving the whole damn thing in hindsight. But goddamn, I was not trying to see him do a shitty calf crusher and whatever the hell he was that Def Jitsu bullshit he was doing.
Bro.
But oh god,
in 25 years, when Marcus and I are the talking heads on the documentary about it, it'll be like back and forth cut. Like Marcus will go, then the Bucks entered and everything changed, and I'll go, Samoa Joe came in the picture and everything changed. But it would just be paired like we're agreeing, we're just pointing at different agendas. You know, we're getting our own shit up, as it should be.
And I will say about the Maximum Carnage graphic, that was like the moment where everyone just completely like just said, "Fuck this!" Like why? But it's intertwined with Mox's Tower Run being what it was to start the year.
Also, it was just the match itself was such a nothing. I don't think it could have won. It got 13.7% of the votes. It was third. Second was Jarrett and MJF, which they never even wrestled. Which
Yeah.
24.2%
threat.
vote.
It was threatening.
I think what we
learned
learned doing this award was AEW. I'm not saying they had a perfect year because they didn't, and there are definitely stretches where like the creative kind of lulls and isn't that interesting. There were very few moments that were like, that was fucking terrible. I thought when we revisited this, you know, like there was a lot of moments that maybe weren't the most interesting, but yeah, I thought that was kind of the lesson to be learned from that. Moxley's Q1 takes it home. What a night for John Moxley, fellas.
It's very funny with Fleet Fucked and Fed Dead because like the Fed Dead stuff was like actively like damaging to their reputation.
Terroristic, yeah.
And like the Fleet Fucked stuff was bad, and the Mox first 7 months was actively bad, but at least they recovered by like summertime, and it's like we can laugh at it now.
Wow, I didn't even realize this. That was the same. That was all the same week.
Good lord.
Oh,
tough business. By the way, Buster, we have to be fair. We have to be fair to Moxley. The viewership has spiked now since he's come back up. We're now hovering near 100.
It has, yeah.
Folks, just smash the like button. Let's smash the like button.
We made a comeback, if you will.
Yeah. Oh,
good
beautiful work. Beautiful.
One true king, baby. Never down.
Indeed. And I'm thrilled that Oracle is here for our next award because it is time for least likely to earn Oracle's respect. This is a special award. We had to do these nominees without Oracle being here. So Oracle, I'm going to run these nominees down for you. Tell me what you think, and then we've got a video to celebrate the victor. Ori Emanuel was on the list.
Yep.
Gabe Kidd.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
the Hulu bundle.
Dojo.
The Hulu bundle.
Oh, the Hulu bundle. Oh, that's
Ray Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
Dude, can you believe it? Ray Phoenix has never won this award, Oracle. All the years we've done it, he's never won it. Man. And Speedball Mike Bailey, Oracle.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh yeah. The double.
Yeah.
With a whopping 56% of the votes, the Golden Grinning for least likely to earn Oracle respect goes to.
The biggest negative is with the bundle. Because I got the bundle deal for that's like for a year where you get Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Unlimited. And this is important. You have to have ESPN Unlimited, people. That's what they do not explain to you very well. You have to have ESPN Unlimited in the States in order to get the pay-per-views. Not Select. Select does not get you the pay-per-views. Unlimited does.
Yeah.
So I got...
And not ESPN Plus, which is a whole other app.
Correct. I got Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Unlimited for $29.99, which equals to $32.84 a month. Before I was spending like $29 and change a month. The shitty thing is where I got gypped is, and I knew it. I was aware I was going to do it. I have ads for Hulu and Disney Plus.
That's brutal.
It sucked. Like it's going to be, it's annoying, but I'm just going to have to. I'm going to have to live with it.
I'm going to tell you,
awesome.
rewatching it, my bump and feed for that is so lethargic. I have nothing. You got the ads, Oracle. You got the ads.
All right, can I tag out now? Shit,
bro rubbed his eye, bro. Bro just rubbed his eye and looked at the floor.
If I could letterbox review that whole rant, I'll be like, here it is. Oracle just gives us a great insight into the great scam that is the streaming wars of 2025-2026.
And now, by the way, is there not a legitimate lawsuit?
Yes, there is. There is. Yeah.
Yes!
Dude,
he really is the Oracle.
I mean, you were right, Oracle. It was just...
It was the consistency of the rant, which I think...
The consistency of it. I think it was also like the time in the year for the Grin in general.
Yeah.
We were not in a good spot.
No,
so,
no.
I was just like, doing fucking. I think I were doing Grindication, which is already a low key show, like in and of itself. Mm-hmm. So like, 2 hours into Grindication, you were like, fucking, I'm going on a rant. Fuck it. Everything. It was perfect. It was awesome.
Joe's face is legitimately the part where Wrightsman edited Joe's face is one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
And let's not gloss over Bobby chipping in. Bobby, what did you make of that footage, brother?
Well, it's funny because like 3 times a week before they moved to ESPN, Jack Crosby would DM me and be like, "Hey, like, what's the deal with this?" And I'd have to be like, well, it's still not for Comcast or YouTube TV, and I still don't think it is. Honestly, I haven't watched one of the pay-per-views in quite some time. It'll be interesting for the Rumble, but yeah, it's a mess. And Oracle, I wish you good luck in your lawsuit.
Yeah, absolutely right. So just for clarity, that was 56% that one. Speedball Mike Bailey was a worthy runner-up, 27.7%, and then Distant were Ori Emanuel and Gabe Kidd both at a mere 6.3%. So kind of a two-horse race with one the clear victor, clearly. What a night for the Hulu bundle, or just the bundle. How great was that ending graphic, dude? Oh, my goodness.
It was incredible. Steve Martin.
Selena
Sensational
Gomez
work.
is on that fucking bundle. I'm like, what the fuck?
Only murders, brother. Only murders. All right. And that's actually such a rice touch because Oracle watches Only Murders in the Building and has cited it so many times. Him and I have talked about it on the show, Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh,
All right.
look at that. That's cool. Trick Williams is over. That's cool. Good.
Dude, he got great reaction. Great reaction. Good for him.
Oracle, how do you feel about Carlos? You think Carlos Silva's coming for this one next year?
Oh, he might have to throw on. He might have to be in that voting next year.
Oh, man. So I look forward to. Hold us to that, folks. Remind us. I'm not sure we're going to remember Carlos Silva by then. We'll see. I'll tell you what, TNA are going to need some improving. They're going to need some improvements, and it's time for us to discuss who improved the most in 2025. Another one that we expanded the nominees for slightly. This was I'm going to just say this right now. This was a very funny list of wrestlers. The kind of list that by the end of it, I'm not sure I believed in more than one name on the list as a worthy candidate. But this is what we came up with, and this is what the Grinners went with. So here we go. Your nominees were Harley Cameron, Kevin Knight, Marina Shafir, Maxine Dupree, Raquel Rodriguez, Sky Blue, and Solo Sikoa. That was your nominees for most improved. And with 31.1% of the votes, a clear winner, actually, to my surprise. I didn't expect a clear winner. We are returning to the Death Riders.
Let's go.
For Marina Shafir, who takes most improved. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I voted for Kevin Knight. I didn't feel strongly in any direction. Here's what I'll say about Marina Shafir. As a presence on the show, she genuinely did make huge strides, and she is one of the cooler wrestlers on the entire show. That's what I will say, and that has to count for something,
Yeah, I said it when we were talking about the nominations. I don't think people were focused enough on just like the aura aspect of Marina Shafir as most improved.
He has capitalized on her aura.
Yeah.
I bell to bell, she's not any good. I'm just gonna say, but in terms of capitalizing on her aura, I think she's always had aura since she started with the Death Riders, but she's leaned into it. She leaned into it even more in 2025, and I think that was for the better.
Yeah. Being cool, man.
She's shown some she's shown some versatility with
just fall over.
No, my mic is really loose, so even if you tap it, it flaps around everywhere.
How about you unloose that mic?
In the all-in match, she's like the star of the whole thing. Wild.
The moment at the end, which is fucking awesome. There's a few big moments in that. Caden?
Yeah, so she's not the greatest in the ring, but I think when you talk about that improvement on aura, you can have cool aura. I think there's two ways you can suck and have cool aura, and you go, but then they got to get in the ring, and that's where she was for a little bit. And that's where Julia Hart kind of is right now. It's
don't even
she's cool, but then she got to get in the ring. Marina Shafir, she's gotten to the point where you go, oh, she's awesome. I respect her enough to where I'm just not going to watch her matches.
Pretty much. But that is true though. She's the very there's very few wrestlers in AEW that have gotten away with being bad wrestlers because they're just really cool. It's a rarity. And Marina Shafir somehow, some way has managed to get into that category where she's my number one. I wish they were a good wrestler, but what she adds to the actual overall presentation of the show whenever she's on is a positive.
Right. And she definitely developed as a promo. No question she did. Look, guys. This seems to be controversial with our chat. The Grinners voted clearly. It wasn't close. Second was Harley Cameron with merely 20%. There was 10% difference here from one to two.
She's babyface Marina Shafir to me. I'll put it
Kevin Knight came in at 18%. I voted for Kevin Knight. This was not a loaded category.
Yeah. Who else was on there?
It was Holly, Kevin, Marina, Maxine, Raquel, Sky Blue, Solo Scoa.
Sky Blue at least had the good performance in the.
She did, yeah.
I was gonna say like second place to me was
Raquel's
probably
had
Sky
some
Blue.
good performances in 2025. So
Yeah.
other than that, there's some good ones.
None of them are like glossy candidates, are they? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Where it's like,
a lot of them are just.
They
not
went
great
from like
fans.
don't put them on my screen ever again to I don't mind them. I just don't like them. That's basically what half these nominees have been.
Kevin was the only reason I didn't vote for Kevin is because I was already very high on him going into the year, and like
Yeah,
I think he
same.
improved, but I don't think he improved enough to where it was like I think Marina Shafir. I like watching her on my TV now, or before I didn't.
she's won the Grinny. That's what matters most in this business, right?
Yeah.
She's won the Grinny.
Damn fucking straight.
Yeah. So, to me, she's pretty fucking cool. I'm more. That's the at the end of the day, if she does respond to this in an interview, at least it'll be fucking awesome. You know, seen her do interviews. She's the coolest, dude.
She's good at fucking people up, per her own words. You know,
She called it the Fed, Joe.
She called her the Fed, dude. I think she called Megan Bain. I think she called her a. She said she's very shy. She's just this big, beautiful bitch.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
She's cool
And
as
she said it
fuck.
exactly like I just said it too. She's awesome, dude. Yeah, I love it. Marina Shafir, most improved. Okay, it's a big one up next, Bobby. It's your time under the spotlight, mate. Bob's Bootlicker of the year. Here we go.
The big one.
This could be
It's a big
Adonis' moment. This could be his moment. Adonis, of course, was a nominee. CM Punk was a nominee. Darby Allin was a nominee. John Cena was a nominee. And Marufuji was a nominee. What a team, what a squad, what company
Doing
Adonis
war
finds
games,
himself
bro.
in. Bobby, before I even announce the victor here, what are you thinking right now? What are you feeling?
You know, immediately I go with Adonis just because he's here to accept it. I think that'd be really cool. And, you know, but
Like to be
there's a lot
cool
of
too,
strong
man.
choices. You know, Darby Allin never goes out of his way to show how much of a bootlicker he is. A lot of good choices.
he be doing his thing. He put a little hot sauce on that boot.
I generally agree with doing his thing, but I will say the flag laid out in the ring was aggressive. It was
Yeah.
very, very
That
aggressive.
was a little
crazy.
That was when
That
he was
was a little
literally
crazy.
there. Yeah.
Bro, he won an I Quit match with that shit, bro.
What actually happened was we were doing this, and every name was like an anti-AEW name, so we rallied the troops and went, "They should put Darby on there," and fucking rolled on like true kings and champions. So the question is, did he win? That's the question. Well, I'm here to tell you that he did not, because with 42.9% of the votes, Buster headed back in your direction. CM Punk takes it home.
Fuck, man.
Adonis narrowly escapes. Not so narrowly, but he did come in
Yeah,
second.
rap money.
Narrowly.
Adonis was at 27.3%. So you were a worthy runner-up, Adonis.
Oh.
Your immediate reaction to the result.
I mean, listen, you know, that's crazy, by the way, that Kaden just pulled that shirt out of nowhere.
That is insane.
You know, yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. Shirt is great.
Yo.
Why you own that?
from one bootlicker to another.
I didn't know you owned that.
Yeah, like
Why do you own that is the question. First
Caden's
of all,
passing the torch, dude. He's passing the torch. I love
it
it.
is. Phil has had a fascinating year. You know, I honestly, legit, no bullshit. I thought Cena was gonna win for that quote he had about how the Saudi Arabia press show made him cry. I thought that would have secured it.
I thought he deserved better. Yeah, I did.
What
he only got
did he come in
14%
third?
of the votes. 14
Wow,
at third.
really?
Deserved way better for me. Way better.
That was, I mean, yeah, you know, look, my first ever Grinny nomination, I placed higher than Dwayne Johnson. Don't ignore the fact that he wasn't nominated at all. That's not important. The fact is that I got more
You beat
votes than
Cena,
him.
bro. You beat John Cena.
I did. I'm
You
gonna
did,
DM
yeah.
him that right now.
Crazy.
He's so, I'm
Some
gonna
2K
DM him
career mode shit, bro.
Your go finally put someone over, bro. Let's go.
Yeah,
He did it with a smile, bro.
now here's
I'm
what I do have
honored.
to announce.
Honored.
If you're a CM Punk fan like Buster, like myself, like Oracle, you might be a little bit down in the dumps right now, but don't worry.
That's okay.
Because on Monday, the Oracle and Rest and I go live. Live and free for that matter. If you're watching this, you'll be able to watch
Right.
that. Monday Night Raw Grin Along, Oracle and I reacting live to CM Punk. CM Punk and Finn Balor has talked Oracle and I in the building in 2026. Oracle, how excited are you?
Oh man, I mean, we gotta. I mean, you know, tell you what, that show. I don't know. I don't know what your plans are. You know, I'm okay with just tuning into the whole show. If you
Oh no, we're doing the whole show, bro. I'm just saying we gotta get warmed up. I'm just saying, let's be real. we're there for the big one. Yeah.
Oh, that's the big one because I mean, we've got things like most improved nominee Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch and things of that nature. But Phil versus Fergal, baby. There was
Phil versus Fergal.
A guaranteed 3 1/4.
Guaranteed. He guarantees it.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
right there.
Absolutely.
Hey, man.
I hear you.
All of Lockport, Illinois will be locked in for that one.
This is going to be big, folks. So be there Monday, Raw Grin Along, live and free. We hope to see you in the building. All right. Up next, we have something pretty special.
I don't get to say anything to Phil.
My apologies, Caden. Go for it. Sorry, I'm sorry.
I gotta pass the boot.
You do. Oh, that's my bad. Yeah.
Phil, congratulations. Talk directly to you. I think you did really great this year. I'm really proud of you. I know it's a lot of work. It's hard work.
Yeah, you always tell us
great
about
job.
how hard it is.
Yeah, it's not a fun time. You got to go through it, and a lot of training that's required for this bootlicking. But you did a hell of a job. Congratulations. Really proud of you.
There's a certain Busta Rhymes song that he should be playing all night long in celebration.
Okay, this is crazy.
Adonis goes home empty-handed. We're moments away here from finding out if nobody does the same. But we have a few awards first. One of those being the Hooper Highlight of the Year, our beloved Manny the Hooper, who we've been without lately. We've missed him, right? We've missed him, but this was an award that reminded us of all his great moments in 2025. And it's time for us to celebrate the best of those. Your nominees were the Arcade Brick, Chinese C.W. Anderson, the Drunken Hooper, Golf Bar, the Irritating Mustachio, and New Year's Hammock. That was the way they were listed. That's the way I'm going to read them.
New Year's Hammock.
And I am thrilled to announce that with 30.1% of the votes, just narrowly beating out Drunken Hooper and Golf Bar, which had 28.1 and 26.8 respectively, we have this.
C.W. Anderson. Holy shit, man. It looks like he came from China, bro. That team moved.
Oh. Bro, what did you just say?
Like he looks like just like a fake Arn Anderson, you know? They just like you buy a Arn Anderson figure and then you get that instead of the actual figure.
Bro, why did you say China?
I think he means like counterfeit because
counterfeit,
like it's made in China kind of thing. Listen, man.
The dude said.
I don't think he's saying that C.W. Anderson looks Chinese.
The fucking guy said he looks like he's from China. And expecting me to just go, that sounds about right, yeah. He looks like he's from China. And then went into a 30-second explanation of what he meant, which was actually just he looks like a counterfeit Arn Anderson, which is like his whole gimmick anyway. Why the fuck did you need to say China?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Dude looks like he's from China. This broke me. Oh, Jesus. Oh, fuck. Oh. That was very funny.
Wow.
It really was.
The highlight is Buster like eating his dinner nonchalant.
Yeah, brother.
Just
has it up.
the way Buster just nonchalant, he's like, yeah, man, he meant that he's like a counterfeit on Anderson.
It's like a mix between awkward silence and should I be here? And are we gonna have a show by the end of the night?
Bro, he
I think
no sells it the whole time and then just starts dying laughing at the end. He can no longer hold it. It's over.
I think the funniest thing about that clip is that I said the Cowboys are going to go 11-5. What a fucking idiot!
This was on
Jesus.
Incredibly, this was on TNA Hardcore Justice 2010 Grin Along. And
that was the Too Cold Sylvia Anderson match.
exactly, CW all ties in there. And Drunken Hooper got 28.1, very close second, and very close third. Golf Ball.
Oh my God!
26.
Matt Cardona just hit a zigzag.
Tribute, brother.
And I actually have news. I have some news which I'm very, very excited about, and no one here even knows about. Because next week, on this very program, we are watching Royal Rumble 2000. And we need something that's going to make that a special show for the Grinners.
No way.
And so I can announce officially, Manny the Hooper.
Let's fucking go.
He's back.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Let's fucking go,
Turn it
dude.
The Hooper is back
Hooper
live
comes home.
next week on the flagship Royal Rumble 2000. We're heading to the Garden with the Hooper.
Okay.
Life sure is
Is
sweet.
this a re-debut? Can we nominate him for debut of the year?
Great. Same for the rest of the debate in
For
12
this
months,
guy,
depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
I'd say comeback, bro.
In 12 months.
Comeback of the year. There you go.
We do have some celebrations in our chat. We should know. Our friend Josh has been a member for 4 months and says, "Sold our soul for a Grinny. Worth it. Big Pepsi."
I like how he said our soul.
Yeah.
Like it was a
Yeah.
joint effort.
I also like Big
Right,
Pepsi.
you
is just
intertwined
good.
in this?
Yeah, like
You
it was a
helped
joint
put that rap
effort.
together in Saudi?
Oh, man. Look at the excitement in the chat. We need to make sure the Hooper sees this. Look at this excitement
go,
in the
man.
chat.
My God.
Manny is back, and the people are thrilled about it. How can you not be, right? He's the kind of guy that makes a moment out of just talking about C.W. Anderson. It's just amazing, amazing stuff.
China.
Wow, there you go. Manny the Hooper. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right, folks. From one member of LNG royalty to another, it's time to talk about the confirmed shoot, or more specifically, the award named in his honor, the confirmed shooter. A tribute to the promos that crossed the line, maybe. The wrestlers that were willing to live dangerously on the microphone. The nominees for this one were Charlotte Flair, Jesse Ventura, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Tiffany Stratton, and Tony Storm. What a crew. What a time. What a moment. But this was not close. Not even slightly, to be quite frank. As with 51.3% of the votes, the Golden Grinny for confirmed shooter of the year goes to the legendary Jesse the Body Ventura.
Oh, yeah.
who
Okay.
famously, in the midst of a main event match, just said, "This is complete bullshit. Nonsense is what it is." And the best thing about that, Oracle, when he explained that they didn't do cage matches like this way back in the olden days, is they absolutely did them that way on NBC on Saturday Night's Main Event. So not only was he a shooter, he lied, which is even better.
And let me say this very briefly, and I'm serious when I say this. I will only mention this briefly because we don't need to discuss it. But recent events even makes it even more.
Yes, it's way better.
Even more apt.
7-minute fucking clip that went around of him was unbelievable.
Fucking promo,
Bro, that was crazy, bro.
Hey, man.
This is
Bring
a
back
beautiful
honesty
outcome.
in my commentary. Bring it back. I need it.
This is a beautiful outcome. I think we're all happy with this, right? I think we're all happy.
Yes.
Maybe not our friend Maxwell Jacob Friedman, but other than that,
Oh yeah.
Cry.
Maybe I.
what a return to the booth for Jesse, boys. Wow. What a return. Decades away, and the big man is back. Here's the kicker there, too. He may never announce another match for the rest of his career. He didn't do commentary last year, right? After the Drew thing. That was it. That was the end.
Yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was on the pre-show for the Cena thing, and that's about it.
Wow. Incredible. And he took that with over 50% of the votes. In at 2, by the way, with 19.6%, was Timeless Tony Storm, and Tiffany Stratton took our bronze medal with 13.9%. So, that's where we stood. Jesse Ventura. Jesse the Body Ventura takes it home. All right. Where are we headed to next? It's time. It is time.
Oh, baby.
Cowboy Hat of the Year.
Oh, God. Look at Novi. Look at the expression change.
The nominees for this award.
His heart's palpitations.
The nominees for this award read as follows. One called Mandus. Andrade El Idolo. Bandito. Brian Keefe. Charlotte Flair. Mercedes Moné. And Novi.
Oh, my God.
One of these things
And it is
may not
with
be like the others.
no pride, excitement, or joy, I tell you, we have controversy.
Whoa!
Somehow, after 161 votes, tied at exactly 24.2% each, you could not write this. Andrade El Idolo and Novi. And so, I asked a question earlier. Did everyone on the screen vote? The Oracle of Wrestling did not vote.
Oh.
He is owed a ballot. He is a member of the Late Night Grin, and he now has a choice to make. And I want to lay this out because this is very important.
Oh my god.
Andrade El Idolo has been in pursuit of the Cowboy Hat of the Year for 5 years. He has finally made it to this point. However, he is battling our very own Novi, who is currently sporting that hat, and if we're being honest, more likely to appreciate the award than Andrade.
Hey, man.
Oracle, what are you going to do here?
So here's what I'll say, okay? I will explain my answer before giving it.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
No. Look at Novi! Look at Novi!
Yo, he's about to die out here. Don't crush his dreams.
Oracle, call it how you see it, mate.
I feel like the guy with the 4-letter name that starts with an A is going to get nominated every year, and he always will have a chance. However, our friend Novi, this might be his only chance, and I will now award him the Cowboy Hat of the Year.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Yo,
Justice is
we've relegated Andrade to Glenn Close status. So wow.
Novi, all that driving around was worth it, brother.
Novi, you did it. What a moment. Congratulations. How you feeling right now, brother?
Oh man, I couldn't be more excited. I'll tell you what. Here's the thing.
Something fucking more than you do this award.
We drove around Texas for, I swear to God, 2.5 hours looking for a hat. We went to multiple locations. We drove back to the first one we went to get this hat. It was really hard to take home. And here we are wearing it in my hometown. And we fucking did it, dude. It's Novi FC. It's been a long fucking year. We get rewarded at the very end of it. Let's fucking go. I want to thank, man. I want to thank Brainbuster for joining me in Texas. I want to thank Andrade. I want to thank, of course, Oracle. I mean, the deciding vote. I mean, good God, man. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Man,
it was special. That was a special moment, no. But I feel the emotion in you there, bro.
Man, Novi FC. We've been through a lot, but I fucking love you guys, man. I fucking love it.
Bandito was one vote shy of a freeway tie, by the way. One vote shy.
What the fuck?
That's crazy.
And I want to show some love to Brian Keefe, who legitimately got one single vote in the entire process. And it was one that the Confirm Shoot did on the air and said, I'm going to vote for Brian Keefe, and his name popped up on the pile. I was like, he hadn't even had one before that. What did Brian Keefe do wrong? He has a great cowboy hat.
It's not a cowboy hat.
But I don't think the people voting, that's what they're thinking. You know?
It's not a cowboy hat, though.
I have to say, early candidate for best live chat of the year, you've made just with a single pity. As he felt the Andrade win sliding through his fingers. You know?
Oh my god.
Joe, that this win has made history, as now all 3 members of the Young Guns have won Grinnies.
Wow, that's cool. We need to make a graphic for that.
Yeah,
that's very cool.
Rice man,
very cool.
You alluded, Joe, this earlier week. You said there's some ties, boys, and I was like, that's not good. But wow, we survived.
But
we live on.
Think about what you just said there. Some ties.
Can I just make a statement real quick?
Yeah.
Can we really call them Young Guns anymore? Because they've all won these awards now.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, do you?
They're not prospects. No.
They're not prospects. They're just
we're not prospects.
It's more of like a Three Musketeers, like symbolic thing.
Yeah, because we still call Dukes and Chris
the Young
and
Lions,
Tope the Young Lions.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a more spiritual thing. But you're right, they're not prospects.
When were we deemed? We were deemed the Young Guns in late 2024, right?
Yeah, are they just the guns?
So we're the Biden Musketeers.
Okay. All right.
All set.
So
you're a piece of shit.
What is this fucking asshole doing?
I'll tell you what you are. You're non-wrestlers, and our next award is celebrating exactly that. It's time for the best non-wrestler award.
Well, hold on.
Well, yeah, just for now. For now, they're non-wrestlers, and it's time for us to celebrate those Figures that add so much to our wrestling experience without getting in the ring, right? Would be retired wrestlers, would be broadcasters, both. The nominees for this were as follows. Recent star of NXT, Joe Hendry rendition, Booker T. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. The aforementioned Jesse the Body Ventura. The Wyatt Six own Nikki Cross. And Renee Paquette. Some of the greats right there. I saw Oracle just in awe of the names being thrown in. Just icons of the business, legends of the business.
What the fuck was that?
Oracle, what just happened? What just happened, Oracle?
What was that?
What just happened?
This Jacob Cody angle's good.
There you go. Good stuff. So
I'm so sure.
This is a big one. It's an important one. And it's time for us to reveal the best non-wrestler with 45.3% of the votes. It will be headed to the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, joining the announce team late in 2025, swooping in, claiming victory. Dragon is, his energy, his enthusiasm has been so refreshing. Marcus, you and I have talked about this. It's just fun to have a guy in the booth who seems to love the action, love watching the damn wrestling, right?
And not only that, he seems like he actually watches the week-to-week programming more than any commentator out there. Yeah. Like, it's just professional. He's adding so much. He's filling in the gaps. He's doing the job that a color commentator should do. Fill in the gaps, let the story in the ring be told, while also just adding extra context and connecting the dots. And he does such a great job at that.
He does indeed. He has become quite familiar with the Grinnies, and he gets one here as a broadcaster. Caden, I know that's your guy. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. Getting to see him, not like he's such a good wrestler that you kind of get a little scared that he's going to be able to make that transition into the commentating role, because some wrestlers they just can't do it. It's such a different field. And so for him to not only make their transition very well, but to do it so well that he won the award with only 3 or 4 months of actually being on the telly is incredible.
It is indeed. I want to acknowledge Renee Paquette in it to a distant 2, but 2 nonetheless, with 23.6% of the votes. And Jesse Ventura earns another medal for his handful of matches on commentary.
Can I just
18%.
extol the virtues of Renee Paquette real quick?
Oh, she's
they've
awesome.
actually, they've done the whole thing. She was doing the whole sideline report and stuff during the C2, and they've kept her doing it afterwards. It just adds so much to the presentation of the show, and it's a better use of her skill set. They treat her like an actual broadcast journalist instead of just generic wrestling backstage commentary number 1000. Mm-hmm. It's like watching Ahmad Rashad back in 1996. It's like watching 07 Craig Sager. It's like watching Tracy Wolfson today if we watch the NFL on CBS. It's like watching Aaron Andrews. They're filling in the blanks and giving today's story out and just adding injury updates, all that stuff. It feels like I'm watching a basketball game, a football game, all that jazz.
Absolutely. She actually had my vote. I will say she had my vote. So, but she was run up. She's no doubt got Grinnies in her future. Let's be honest. She's got Grinnies in her future. I mean, come on. Many would argue the next award is the biggest of the year. Many would argue. It is time for the best literal grin, which for a platform named the Late Night Grin is pretty fucking important if you ask me.
Easily wrestler of the year.
I would agree. The nominees for this were Ethan Page, Io Sky, John Cena upon submitting to Gunther, Kazuchika Okada, and Swerve Strickland while looking at the triumph of Hangman Adam Page at AEW All in Texas. This was close. And it was close in a particular department, but with 32.9% of the votes, the Golden Grinny for best literal grin goes to that moment. The Swerve
Come on.
The Swerve Strickland all-in grin. I want to note that it narrowly beat John Cena's specific grin. They had a 28.5%. Io Sky was third with 19. This is a fair winner, guys. Come on. Fair winner.
Yeah, we weren't top rope, but we were catching the vibe that day. That's all was happening.
Man.
Wow.
The Michael Bay memes are so funny, dude. It just cuts to directed by Michael Bay. It's just him standing there. Oh, it's beautiful.
We did it, guys.
Yeah.
You really did it.
I don't.
We did it, Joe.
Oh wait, Bob.
Exactly.
He's not. Well, he's not grinning though. He's smirking.
Oh, semantics, tomato.
That was
It's
sensational delivery.
It's funny, but like, come on. It's not the spirit of the award.
Yes, but
Oh my god!
Oh my God,
we're doing this
funny.
thing.
Look at
Someone clip that. Please, someone clip that.
Oh man, that was an incredible Bob delivery there. There's some support in the chat too. Well, hang on a second.
Get his ass.
This
He's
could be
kinda-
controversial.
He's kind of right.
Holy shit. Charlatan has been thrown forward. Look, folks,
crazy.
The Grinners voted that way. And look, we have to say this. Swerve is just a little bit outside on the LNG 50s. It's nice for him to get an honor like this. It's a big one. I'm sure he'll be thrilled. That was a moment in time. It has to be said. Like, with all the great stuff surrounding it, that being a thing that we remember is so funny when you consider what it actually is. It's just him pulling a face, and we all remember it.
It actively impacted Swerve's PR for like a good 3 months afterwards.
Because last I heard he got cut from Publix.
That was incredible stuff.
It's like that's obviously a more positive one, but like it reminds me of when Finn made the grout, like the mean face after he turned on Priest at SummerSlam 2024.
Which honestly, how much you and I found that funny, that could have been its own like new Grinny Award thing.
Yes.
His face when he turned on Priest was incredible.
The funny part about this whole thing, Swerve did the angry remix on Dynamite.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so it's topical. All right, folks. Going to bring down the mood just for a moment. No graphic for this one for obvious reasons. Grimace of the Year, this was a moment that made us just go, Jesus, this is brutal. This is not fun to be a pro wrestling fan. Naturally, you'll get, if you didn't see the nominee show, you'll get this once I read through the nominees. Adam Cole's injury, the demise of DPW, Kevin Owens' injury, Kota Ibushi's injury, and the kind of general demise of the WWE Network model. Like that, the archive being readily available, however you want to phrase it. Those were the nominees, but I don't think there's any surprises on this. Adam Cole's injury took it with 33.8%. DPW in at second with 23.7%, and KO 18.8%. Look, we'll keep this quick because the vibes are higher. Watching that show on the air was crazy. In the building, I can only imagine what that was like. It felt horrific from a vibe point of view. Like, it was just crazy.
Yeah,
so.
it was weird. Like, I mean, I was crying.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot, but I was crying. I'm a man, but also like.
I'm glad you clarified that. Yeah.
No, but it was like,
man, I cried.
Yeah. It was a really weird just vibes in general because obviously the news broke before the match of like Cole's out. We were like, fuck. And then like having to watch a 4-way after that, and it was like.
Do you remember Roddy Strong just crying his eyes out there?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was so sad.
It was brutal. We wish the best to Adam Cole. Bye.
It was so bad. We just decided we need to like go take a walk because it was
we
just
went
so
to
like
hot dogs, and then on the way back we saw the wrestler.
Yeah, well, that was that was the Grinner year maybe. Yeah, all the best to Adam Cole. I saw something about he's on the road to recovery and so on and so forth. I just hope he's good. One of the good guys.
He has an arcade cabinet that is badass.
I believe that.
It's so sick.
He's living the life in concussion protocol, man. So all the best to him. I hope whatever his next chapter in life is, I hope he finds real fulfillment in it. In all seriousness,
he's of great value to pro wrestling outside the ring too. We must know, which is saying we may see in next year, we may see in 10 years, but I think we'll see it. In more positive news, Grin of the Year. The contrast to that, the way we always explain this, the thing that made you go, how can you not be romantic about pro wrestling, right? And we were lucky to have some great ones. The nominees for this were Gabe Kidd and Kenny Omega leaving Hiroshi Tanahashi in tears at ringside. Hangman Adam Page's AEW World title win. Hiroki Goto's IWGP World Heavyweight title win. John Cena's Bray Wyatt tribute. And Mystico's AEW Grand Slam entrance. But this one was actually clearer than I thought it would be, but I guess it speaks to what the show meant. With 42.2% of the votes, the Golden Grinnie winner for Grin of the Year. We are headed directly back to AEW All In Texas.
Hell yeah.
Hangman Adam Page's title win, putting an end to the Death Riders' time with the prize, the lead prize of AEW, opening the briefcase And man, that was something right there. And Big Fat Orange Cat's right. This is like all in Texas little chapter of the show here. Again, you guys were there. Buster, Novi, Caden, in whichever order you want.
Yep.
Fair winner, right? What do you think?
I mean, absolutely. I if you go on my Twitter and scroll back far enough, you'll find a video of me just yelling profusely. I lost my voice for multiple hours afterwards. It was euphoric in the building. Everyone was on the edge of their seats thinking maybe it won't happen, and then it actually did, and there was just celebration all around us. Everyone was just so happy. That is one of like the moments in wrestling you kind of chase, a whole arena crowd just celebrating one guy and just the graps they just saw.
Indeed. Okay.
It was
go on, Buster.
It was like a weird vibe to start the match, and you can kind of see the guys or the family in front of us. Slowly as the match went on, you could see how swept up in the moment everyone got, especially them. And by the end of it, like Novi and I just jumping up and down like we're fucking, wrestling was real for the moment for us, dude. It was incredible.
Caden Lee.
Yeah, the moment's incredible. I've talked about it multiple times about like where I was getting to experience it, like around the people I was around who I did not know, but there are people I was around that was like a special moment. Very different. Like even though like I was in the building with Buster and Novi, just it's awesome how like different the moment can be based on where you are and who you're with and everything. Because like they're two together and they're jumping up and down. Meanwhile, I'm with my girlfriend. Getting to experience that with her at her first ever wrestling show. So yeah, it's a really special moment to me. It's a really special moment to so many people. And yeah, he deserves it.
Absolutely. And if you haven't noticed, we are in the business end of these awards. Like they're all heavy hitters, but now we're getting serious, right? Let's be real. Follow the Cowboy Hat. There was a shift of intensity. Bobby, with that shift of intensity, what could people do to show us how much they're enjoying this show?
Yeah, you go ahead and smash that like button. That's the third time, so odd numbers, like Kale said before. We're still trying to, think out something else to do. It's a new year, try and get a new bit for this, but that's still a work in progress. So for now, odd numbers, and just go with it. We're fine. We're all friends here.
Absolutely right. Hangman M. Page does not have a Twitter, but he has been publicly acknowledged.
Yeah,
we'll know so that website.
Blue Sky Cowboy.
Confirm shoot. Please handle that accordingly. Man, let's talk needle movers. Bob O'Neill, it's time. The weekly Bobserver's needle mover of the year. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
What a moment. Bob, I'm going to go for these nominees. Tell me what you think. We've got Hiroshi Tanahashi. We've got John Cena, Mercedes Moné, Mystico, and Saya Kamitani. Bobby, where are you leaning on this one, mate?
Ooh, that's tough. If you boil it down to one moment, I think it should be Mystico, but I don't think he's going to win. It's a lot of good competitors, man.
Yeah, it's tough. This is for the weekly Bobserver. This is a big honor, right?
Yeah. And just to do the weekly Bobserver real quick, because it wasn't Observer Day.
Yes.
Not much news today. The WrestleMania card has changed, and WWE is apparently interested in Gabe Kidd, unfortunately. So keep an eye on that.
Sanctimonious. Great news for Oracle's spreadsheet.
2 years in the dojo, man.
Nonetheless,
2 years.
I can't say it anymore.
This
Better
was
have
not
an
close.
ambulance on standby.
This was just to be clear, that was Oracle implying that someone was going to get injured, not that he was going to physically assault Gabe Kidd. I just want to make it clear and clarify for anyone wondering. Yes, that wasn't a threat. That was more of a prediction, maybe. This was not close. This was not close because with over 50% of the votes, 50.9 to be exact, the weekly Bobserver's needle mover of the year.
Oh my god!
Look at that! Look at that! Look at this imagery on our screen.
Yeah,
Mystico takes it home.
Mystico,
dude,
that's such a funny graphic.
I don't want to I don't want to undercut his win, but holy fuck, that graphic! My god,
it's incredible.
That's like Alex Abrahantes thinks every luchador.
Bobby, it seemed like it's what you were rooting for, but you weren't confident it was going to happen. But I'm glad this was the result.
Yeah. Not for nothing. I bought that show to watch that match. I didn't even watch it illegally. I paid money for it. So, that and All In are really the two shows that I paid money for this year. So, it's an honor.
Yeah. It's an honor. Let's go.
You're-
Let's go. All right. All right. I'm gonna make sure you add in this tweet, Bobby, so you can give it some of that delicious Bob O'Neill engagement. Man, if we can, let's just run that back one more time, just for the first half, because obviously I'm getting used to announcing it here, and then I saw this and popped, and then I saw this.
Yeah,
and
picture
just-
me and Dave is crazy.
Yeah. Wow. You look great in that picture, Bobby. I got to tell you, great in that picture. There it is, folks. Mystico, what a result. Congratulations to the confirmed shoot. Really popped me how much he won. How clearly he won this. It was very, very funny. So we've talked about Adonis, the kind of explosion, and I say this with acknowledgement and respect to what CMLL has always been, but to broader, more international eyes, right? This 2025 was a big year for CMLL. Cool to see Mystico get a prize here, right?
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to talk about just physically in the building, I mean, they sell out every week. And I mean, he's the top draw. He's the ace of the promotion. But on a much broader scale, like you're seeing people who never talked about CML every week. They're tuning in. They're talking about different wrestlers that they like, different matches that they like. I've never seen this much Ultimo Guerrero conversation in my life. And he's been wrestling for over 2 decades. Like that stuff is really cool. And obviously you have the guys like Zandokin Jr. who have taken really heavy strides. And that all starts with Mystico, the guy at the top of the promotion, the guy who was getting his, I mean, we hark back to one earlier. The Grand Slam entrance is one of the most beautiful things you'll see all decade. And to see the love and appreciation for a guy who, again, has been wrestling for over 2 decades nearly at this point, it's really cool to see that, legends in the, I don't want to say the twilight of their career, but for lack of a better term, the twilight of their career can still go out there and still carry that love with them to broaden the horizons and the scope of their home promotion. I mean, there is probably no wrestler outside of maybe Hiroshi Tanahashi, who just retired, that feels more like their promotion than Mystico does for CMLL. So it's really cool how much people have taken to that and how much people have decided to invite themselves into CMLL. And yeah, worthy winner 1000% on every metric.
For sure. And if you haven't watched his match with Barbaro Cavernario recently,
excellent match.
Absolutely go check that out. 100%.
That's why I hear. That is why I hear. Folks, it just keeps getting bigger. It keeps getting better. It is now time for the Buddy Matthews Award.
Oh, man. Hold on.
This is an award we use to celebrate wrestlers that have emerged as major players in LNG lore. Last year, we acknowledged JC Jane with this. It's an award for wrestlers that just... we fell in love with them on Late Night Grin,
Yeah.
And the nominees this year were Adam Priest, Bailey, Charlotte Flair, JDC, Dirty Dango, and Zandokin Jr. Hell of a race, some great compares, but it was not particularly close. As with 47.2% of the vote, the Buddy Matthews Award of 2025 goes to
Let's fucking
familiar
yes
silhouette of what are we at? God, 24 hours away from his retirement.
Yep.
JDC, Dirty Dango. Many tales have been told. He, of course, featured prominently from afar on the holiday special in which the Big LG told the story about their fisticuffs on the road. He posted a very funny reply to that clip. I mean, it's the JDC, Buster. How many times have we been just telling tales popping,
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty easy to see who's going to win this one because it was such a fast rise in terms of LNG lore,
Yeah.
LNG iconicism, if you will.
Yeah, I will.
You will. Yeah, I mean, there were some good noms, but nobody really came to the Dango.
Indeed, and if we could be sincere for a moment. Oh, what a fame. What a beauty. Dude, if they can get one thing out of this partnership, can we use the song tomorrow for the last match? What are we doing here, guys? Come on.
Yeah.
Legitimately, a sincere moment. I hope the match goes great. I'm going to be throwing it on while we're doing the collision grin along. He and Eddie Edwards broke in the business around the same time, same area. And could they have taken more different paths to where they're going to be out tomorrow night on Genesis? Yeah. Good luck to the lads. And congratulations on retirement.
Great promo on
wild
TNA
career.
Last night.
Dude, that shirt they made underneath says, did you guys see the thing at the bottom? It says, Stooging the boys since 99.
That's awesome.
1999 he turned pro, which is fucking
insane.
hilarious. So yes,
His quote
he
about
claims the
retirement
Golden
was
Grinning.
awesome.
It was indeed. He had 47.2% of the votes. In at 2 was Bailey, our beloved Pam, 18.9. Zundokan Jr., very respectable free seed, 15.7% of the votes. So full credit to all involved. Can't wait to see who wins that next year. It's a great way of acknowledging our history here at the Green. Is Moxley okay, Kate? Yeah. So there's a yes or a no. Nonetheless, it's time to talk about some matches, boys. It's time to talk about some matches.
Oh, here we go.
It's time specifically for the TV match of the year.
Yes.
Of which there were 10 nominees.
Whoa. We fluctuated.
Give me a minute here as I run down these nominees. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Athena versus Mercedes Moné. Bayley versus Lyra Valkyria, 2 out of 3 falls. Bianca Belair and Naomi versus The Judgment Day. CM Punk versus Sami Zayn. Daniel Garcia versus Dax the Axe Harwood. Dustin Rhodes versus Kyle Fletcher, Street Fight. FTR versus the Outrunners. Gunther versus Solo Sikoa. Kyle Fletcher versus Speedball Mike Bailey from Winter is Coming. Fucking wild list of matches there, right, for the TV category.
Yeah.
Couple, half bits thrown in, but mostly excellent matches. And this was very close and came down to a 1 vote difference between 1 and 2.
Oh, controversy.
With 20.9% of the votes taking the TV match of the year, Golden Grinning. It goes to, for brand new award,
Hell yeah.
the Spring Breakthrough Opener, television thriller, Athena and Mercedes Moné, a match we were desperate for when Mercedes arrived in AEW. They tore the house down. They had that incredible atmosphere at the first bell. Awesome stuff. What a great match. One of the highlights of Mercedes' whole run, in fact. And Athena was kind of just there it was like a one-off almost. Obviously, since they've done tag team stuff, but we got to get a rematch, right? We have to get a rematch at some point.
Yeah.
But man, awesome match. And the thing that sticks with me, Marcus, the atmosphere. Holy shit, the atmosphere for that was special.
Hey man, I've never once said anything negative about the city of Boston ever in my life. They brought it that night. It felt like the AFC Championship game. That's how important it felt. And I'm so glad that match didn't get lost to time because it happened in April, I believe? Yeah, April.
Yep.
April, yeah. So glad it didn't get lost.
It was Mania Week, Marcus. It was Mania Week.
Yeah, it was. Because I was flying out. When that match was happening, I was on the plane. I remember it to Vegas. So this is how close it was. Yeah. It beat out Speedball and Fletcher by 1 vote. A single vote was the difference. Third was CM Punk and Sami Zayn with 13.9%. This was obviously a really competitive category, right? With 20% taken at home, and it gives you an idea. There was a lot of split votes.
I would like to make an announcement. I will be here for one more award, and then I will be departing.
Well, that's very important, actually. Very important, because I have to just change the format slightly. Give me a moment, Oracle. But that is very. Thank you for that.
That's why I wanted to let you know.
Yes, thank you very, very much. Great match. Hopefully we get a rematch, right, fellas? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Novi as a Golden Grinning winner, this feels like a deserved victor, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just the atmosphere, like you mentioned in the building, was kind of special, and everybody was anticipating this match for a really long time. Since Athena's run started, since Moné's run started, since she left even, people thought this match could happen. And I thought it lived up to it. It's really unfortunate we haven't seen it again, but I don't know. We could just keep hoping because
there's still time, brother.
It feels like it's got to come down to some big stakes when they wrestle again,
Folks, here's the deal. I'm changing the format because we need Oracle here as a deciding vote. Spoiler alert, there's a tie coming up.
Oh, shit.
We're staying in the match category. Match of the year is up next. The nominees are Bandito versus Hechicero, Bianca Belair versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, CM Punk versus Gunther, Gabe Kidd versus Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page versus John Moxley, Texas Deathmatch, Hangman Adam Page versus Will Ospreay, Hiroki Goto versus Zack Sabre Jr., Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley, Mariah May versus Toni Storm, Hollywood Ending, Mystico, MJF. We do not have a fancy graphic because we have a tie. Tied at exactly 21.2%. Thankfully, there are 2 matches that I know Oracle has seen because I watched them with him. They are both Hangman Adam Page matches. They are Hangman and Moxley, Texas Death, and they are Hangman and Ospreay, Owen final, double or nothing. Matches the Oracle. I remember us watching it together and really enjoying that. Remember, we big groups of us for the first one. Second one, I think it was just you and I and Shoot. This is up to you, mate. This is, I mean, I think we all agree both very fair winners, right? Very fair winners.
I think
Where
I
you
will
going?
say this is just my opinion.
Yep.
Both these matches are excellent.
Yep.
I think Hollywood Ending is the best match of 2025.
Yep, very fair. Very fair.
But
which, by the way, Oracle on that point was the next one up with 16.9%. So it was close, very close.
Gotcha. Yeah. But I'm taking Texas Death here.
Texas Death takes it, and that feels fair.
Yeah.
Right? I think either would be fair, but I mean, it feels
Yeah.
like when you look back on this in 4 years, that will make sense, won't it? So I think
No
that's
problem with that.
entirely fine by me. Texas Death gets the win. Match of the year. Hangman and Page was in a pretty sweet spot there, right? And we already talked about this. No need to really reiterate further. And that was a pretty special moment. The big thing I would just add, because we talked about the moment a lot, John Moxley's performance in Texas Death is probably a career best ever.
All time
Unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm actually glad we got that away because that means it comes before Late Night Grin of the Year, which, you know, fair, more important.
Makes sense.
Oracle, any final words for the Grinners? I'm really glad you could join us here because you had a very important role.
You know, I'm glad I was able to make it. Unfortunately, my babysitting duties were moved to next Friday, so I won't be able to be there for the Rumble 2000 Grin Along. But the tremendous surprise announcement of the return of Manny the Hooper is wonderful news. So tune in next Friday for that. But before that, please finish up with the fellas here. And on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern time,
yes, sir.
Joe and Joe and myself for Monday Night Raw Grin Along. It's one of the Mondays I have off in the year. I only get a few of those, so we are going to be locked in for Phil versus Fergal.
We're going to have a great time.
We're going to promote it as Phil versus Fergal.
Phil versus Fergal. Like 115-26. That went so great. Let's do it.
Yeah. So,
to be fair, it drew a good house, Oracle. Drew a good house.
Have a good holiday weekend.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy the football and whatnot. And take care.
Speak soon, mate. Thank you, Oracle.
Joe, Joe, what time is Raw on Monday?
3 Eastern.
Hey, Joe, can I just
say? Yes, mate.
I love that Oracle guy.
Oh, he's the best.
He's the fucking
genuinely. He was so funny on that TNA thing, dude. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
dude!
I know you were doing the Grinny bit, but God, he was funny.
But still, great guy.
I was rewatching it last night because I'm a selfish
study
asshole.
the tape. Yeah.
And when Perez Hilton comes on and he goes, "What the fuck?" It's so funny, dude.
What about when the Righteous came and he went, "Oh my fucking god!"
Yeah.
Why did they have Perez Hilton on that show last night?
Oh, we'll never know. Okay, I do want to just say one quick thing here. We've had a lot of very famous wrestlers tonight. There is probably not a wrestler that's won an award that will be more intrigued by or entertained by the graphic that we posted than our beloved Dirty Dango. Let's get the engagement on that one up a little. I know it's not a sexy award, but it's much more likely to pop him than the alternatives are. So I don't know if Mystico is going to find the picture of Bob and Dave that funny, whereas Dango might see and go, well, hold on. Also, Dango trying to figure out why he won the Buddy Matthews Award is funny in its own right. So we'll let's get the engagement moving.
Good luck, brother.
Appreciate everyone that's getting active on Twitter. And as everyone that's enjoyed the show, we're at 2 hours, but man, we're having a blast and we're almost there. We've got the last few big ones coming up. All right, here we go. Thank you, Bombs, for immediately engaging. That's why you're one of my favorite grinners. Excellent work. I'll keep you on the payroll moving forward. All right, here we go. It's time for Don't hold me to that, Bombs. It's time for Wrestling Show of the Year, which is not as important as Grin of the Year, which will follow it naturally. Wrestling Show of the Year, this is an interesting one for us because we're fucking losers, so we actually really delve into what is the depth of a great show. Right? What is how deep, how great was this show? Was it a 9 or a 10? The kind of thing we talk about on this platform because we are deeply unwell. So this is pretty contentious. It's pretty heated. The nominees for this were AEW All in Texas, AEW Double or Nothing, WWE Elimination Chamber, WWE Evolution, and Stardom All-Star Grand Queendom, I should say. Okay. This is a big one. It was not particularly close. There was a tie-in at second of 27%, but the winner took home with 42.1%. the Golden Grinny for Show of the Year goes to AEW Double or Nothing, which had an incredible collection of action. Most notably, the ON Finals and Anarchy in the Arena. What a beautiful job by Rice, man. Let's acknowledge that for a moment.
What a guy.
Man, Double or Nothing was a night. I do want to note the two runners-up tied were All in Texas and Evolution.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds about
Both
right.
had
Yeah, fair.
27%. Man, we had so much fun with Double or Nothing. I remember it vividly. I remember at one point Caden Lee saying something like, I'm sorry I quote myself, Caden, but I think this ain't you remember. You said something like, I just wish every main event could be like this. And I said, Caden, they can't all be like this because that's how great that match was. That was my match of the year, by the way. I thought that match was unbelievable.
Sensational.
There was variety on the undercard with Briscoe, the bleeding in the Ricochet stretch match, the Anarchy in the Arena, Jamie and Mercedes. I mean, there was so much good stuff on that
Speedball.
show. Yeah, dude, that match was terrific. You're absolutely
Great
right.
match.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So, I mean, to me, this is a more than deserving win. I actually thought this was, of the AEW options, I thought this was clear. Like this and All In, I thought this was actually the much better show. I loved Evolution, and I thought it was a worthy, like, if I was torn between what to vote. But once I reflected on what Double or Nothing was, man, that show was so great, dude.
Yeah.
Goodness. Who was on the Grin along for that? It's like mostly his crew, right? Mostly.
I was there,
Yeah.
I will never forget me and Nobi screaming like maniacs when Heyman
That's right.
won the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that piece of shit confirmed shoot try ruin it. Do you remember that? And he was wrong anyway. 'Cause he
Bad
beat
guy.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Not a very good person. He tried to shit on Speedball during when he was going crazy against Okada too. I ain't forget.
Here's a chance for us to do something really fun. Of course, we're going to at AEW, right, with this award. No question. We're now going to at Tony Khan.
I was going to say, you got to add Tony Khan.
But to make it clear that we're doing an at of Tony Khan, there's just a separate line at the bottom of the tweet, at Tony Khan. Like, he isn't even laced into the tweet. I want to make it clear how we're playing this game. But yeah, over 40% of the votes. I mean, it was a clear winner, and I'm not surprised. It was, yeah. Great show. Great show. No any memories of that one, mate?
I just remember really like that moment with Marcus at the very end, just being so excited that Hangman won, but also like that was maybe the most fun show I've ever been on here because we just like enjoyed the wrestling so much. Like the AEW pay-per-views can feel like a lot because they are very heavy, but just the variety kept us going. We were all having just a blast. I think that's really the deciding factor above the other ones. It's just consistency over the span of those long shows, long hours.
And context matters too, in the sense that the pay-per-views prior to that, Revolution's an incredible show, and the main event isn't where it should be, right? Dynasty, strong show main event. Having a main event that, like, you know, pushed it over the top, that was refreshing at that time. Again, we've talked about Moxley's start to the year enough, but I think if you know, right?
Yeah.
But enough about the wrestling show stuff, boys, right? Let's talk about the late night Grin of the year. I mean, fuck, who cares about the wrestling?
Who gives a shit, man? You know?
Right, who cares? Let's talk about
Grabs
late
fire
night
deal?
Grin. Yeah. I prefer Grimace personally.
We make movies over here, you know?
Yeah, exactly right. In the form of StreamYard-led YouTube live streams. All right, here we go. The nominees for Late Night Grin of the Year, of course, we had 10 because we had so many great shows. Full Sail Behind, NXT's December 2015 with Rob Naylor, Grin Grappler, Shane McMahon, Late Night Grin, 142, Wrestle Kingdom 19 Grin Along, 154, WrestleMania 15 Grin Along, 168, Bob's Barbecue, 177, Bert's Birthday Bash, 180, Borderline's Belated Birthday Bash Bracket.
My God, Bobby.
What a run we had here, by the way. 181, Talking Shop with the Good Brothers. 183, All-Star LNG Draft. 187, Eddie Guerrero's Graces. I love that you can see a clear point in the year where I went, we will have some ideas for this Friday show, boys.
Yeah.
Things got a lot better after that. All great shows. Obviously, we only do great shows. We've announced that many times.
Yeah.
This was, you know, everything got a vote here, and which popped me. But ultimately, there was a clear winner. And so, with 23.1% of the votes, the Golden Grinny for Late Night Grin of the Year goes to our beloved Rob Naylor. Look at that.
Oh, dude.
Look at Joe.
Oh, my God.
Look at Joe. What an incredible
Look at him.
business.
Everybody, terrible, everyone.
He looks so frightened.
It's like, what the fuck?
we have to run this back, I'm afraid, dude. Look at some of these photos because Rice was like, "Do you have any good photos?" Give me an hour or so. You know, it was a lot quicker than that because Naylor has so much great stuff. Some of these photos are sensational, dude. Look at these fucking
holy shit, dude.
That's like a time.
Look at Juice.
Big Smiley, Norman.
So that's
wow.
This is incredible.
His debut and he immediately wins the award. What a moment! What a time!
The Forrest Gump of professional wrestling.
The thing I remember most is like just telling the guys that Naylor was coming on. Everyone on the Grin's reaction was like, "Oh, let's go! Yes,
yeah.
Naylor's coming on." It's the final free stream before Christmas. The same night as the Joshua Paul fight. So I did a show that, and I can't remember what I did in between, but yeah, and then I went straight to the other one. So I just remember that being such a blast. I'm so glad the audience liked it. I'm so excited to do it again with Rob, and yeah, I mean, that was just a natural fit, Buster, right? An absolute natural.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, he has obviously a lot of history with a lot of the people that were going through NXT at that time. But also just like, even if y'all weren't exactly on topic, Rob's just fun to listen to talk, dude. He has like
so many stories, man.
Yeah, so many stories. And he has, I mean, an understanding of the business that's it's fun to listen to, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully more Rob Naylor in 2026 on LNG.
Absolutely. He was very keen and he had a great time, which was wonderful stuff. And yeah, it was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure. I'm excited to do it again sometime. And he makes, I mean, this is a serious moment. He does one appearance and wins a Grinny. I mean, come on.
Wow. That's a star-making performance.
That's crazy.
Right we made a star of Rob Naylor.
We sure
did.
did.
Yeah, right.
High fives all around. We did it.
He came through the PC, bro.
Yeah, exactly. So tremendous stuff. And
Board roll class for Rob Naylor.
yes, if you haven't heard that show, I do recommend it. Bob, I do want to know, Bob's Barbecue was in at second. 15% of the votes for Bob's Barbecue.
That's fair. I think that's a reasonable number for it. We can never do it again, unfortunately. But you know,
it was a good one-off for July 4th, right? We did our thing.
It was, yeah.
And Bobby, I do want to know you're actually on the third show here too. Grin Grappler Shane McMahon, Bobby, getting some love with 12.5%.
That was a good time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alex's best work.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Folks, this has been so fun. I didn't want it to end. We have 4 final
Fortune
awards to work through.
All right.
4 final awards. We have, man, this is a big night. We have men's MVP, women's MVP, tag team of the year, wrestler of the year. God, when you think you've got to the heavy hitters, we do this now. You know, it's just, when does it stop, guys? Jesus, people can't even breathe out there.
Joe, like you said earlier, it only gets bigger.
Every time it gets bigger.
Yeah.
It won't stop getting bigger.
No.
All right. We'll start with the men, the inferior men. We'll start with them. Men's MVP. Your nominees were Bandito, Hiroki Goto, John Cena, John Moxley, and Mystico. Men's MVP. And this also was not particularly close, as with 43.1% of the votes, the Golden Grinning for men MVP
baby.
goes to
Bandito.
prior winner, earlier winner. He's back up on the stage.
That graphic.
Bandito.
Oh, that's hard.
Gets it done, taking the
bro.
MVP honor.
That goes nuts.
I think it's actually a really interesting addition to the way we do the Grinnies, in the sense that, like, MVP is such a cool... You can take that however you want, can't you? Like, what is the value you're looking for? Like, is it purely the work? Is it box office? Is it a mixture of both? I just think... I went with Bandito just because, to me, what he brought to every show he was on... And I also thought it helped his case that he was on such a range of shows, right? From CMLL to AEW, to being a tag team guy in AEW, to being the world champion of Ring of Honor, which we have our fun with Ring of Honor. When it was not time for Ring of Honor to have a big show, he stole the show.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Every time.
this just felt like a natural big win for Bandito. Nova, you're looking emphatic nod from you there, mate.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about like match quality is the way I look at MVP. Because I think you can kind of go more overall with like overall winner. But MVP is just it's untouchable, to be honest with you. There's a lot of great candidates for sure, but he stands above the rest. It's just like you said, every show he's on, he's gonna do his best to steal the show. Usually he does too. And also it's mentioned in the chat, LNG 50 #1 MVP.
Yeah,
he has a chance for a big sweep of the awards this year.
Could you imagine what it's like at Bandito headquarters right now as they wait to see if he's going to sweep this thing and close it out? Like he's had a great night, no question.
Pandemonium.
Can you imagine? I mean, yeah,
his hometown is raucous at the moment.
Yes.
I can hear him.
For y'all in Mexico is going crazy. I can hear him right now.
Excellent point, Marcus. This is a natural pick, right?
Yeah, and it's so natural, and it just speaks to his ability to command and take over every single room he stepped in front of in 2025, no matter how big or small. It could be in the esport arena in Ring of Honor. It could be in 30,000 people in Texas. It could be in front of like 4,000 people on a random like high selling dynamite for all we know. Everyone's going to be on their feet. Everyone's going to be raucous. And we saw what happened in Phoenix on Wednesday. The crowd went ape shit the minute he stepped onto that top turnbuckle, about to cross that damn crossbody into the crowd. Like he is just so damn magnetic.
Wonderfully put. Caden, I have a great question for you in the chat. We're all going to chip in, but I want you to lead it. To challenge the sun, long-time Grinner sent a super chat and said, Happy Grinners. In the spirit of awards for the 2025 releases, how would you rank one battle after another, Superman, Weapons, Sinners, The Long Walk, and of course, Dwayne Johnson's The Smashing Machine? Caden, what's your immediate one seed? And let's see if we can agree on this.
Yeah, so great question. I've seen 3 of these movies. One battle after another is my favorite so far. Sinners is on my list. I have the Blu-ray, so I will be watching that at some point in the next week or two. But I think
would
one
like
battle
propose.
after another is like fantastic.
Caden, I co-sign your one seed. I would like to propose a one battle Sinners 1-2 placement. That's what I'd like to propose.
Yeah. That's what
How
I
does that sound
like.
to you?
I think that would probably be the majority. That's
Having-
not how I would do it, but that is the
Not
majority.
how I would do it either, but
Having not seen Sinners, I think out of those, Sinners is
Caden,
probably
have you seen Sinners?
the number 2 seed.
That's
good.
So-
Yeah, bro. Good as hell.
What would you have as the 2 seed then, boys?
Well, I think Nova's would be the Long Walk.
I love the Long Walk. Yeah,
Yeah, I knew
that'd be
that.
my 1 seed.
For
That'd be
me,
what, 3?
it would
Nah, it wouldn't be, no.
probably be Superman.
Oh shit!
As your
Fuck me
2
up
seed?
in that case.
And then I would
Long
go.
Walk is very good.
And then I would go
It is.
Sinners, and then Weapons, and I haven't seen the Long Walk.
Okay,
so
let's
that'd be last.
just quickly let's do each person because this can be a lot easier. Because now I'm realizing we're all over the place here. Okay, Buster, you've got do that one last time. Sorry.
Okay, one battle after another. Superman, Sinners, Weapons, the Long Walk.
Beautiful. Adonis, feel free to go for this. You've seen most of these, right?
I've seen all. Yeah, so one
There you go,
battle,
yeah.
Sinners, Superman, Weapons, The Long Walk, The Smashing Machine, in that order.
I would go one battle, Sinners, Weapons, The Long Walk, The Smashing Machine, Superman. Novi.
Oh, fucking dick.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Bro,
What's
relax.
hostility going on here?
You know, it was about Pride Fighting Championship, bro. I ain't putting it behind Superman. Go fuck yourself. Carry on, Novi.
Yeah, you fucking pussy.
Give me Long Walk, one battle, Sinners, Weapons, Superman, Smashing Machine.
Marcus, go for it.
All right, so give me Sinners, give me Long Walk, give me one battle, Smashing Machine, Superman.
Caden Lee.
Out of the 3 I've seen, one battle, Superman, Weapons.
Beast mode. Bobby, what have you seen of these, mate? Oh, man. Bobby's fan. Look at Bobby.
I've seen Superman, Weapons, and Sinners. I was gonna watch one battle if the Packers scored out of the half the other day. I was gonna give up on that game, but they did not. So give me let's go Sinners, Weapons, Superman.
There you go, folks. To challenge the sun, you're a long-time grinner. You're a loyal grinner. We could not have answered that more comprehensively. We went all in. All in. All right.
All in.
I will say I love one battle, even though I have my problems with it structurally. At the first 15 minutes are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
When we get to the lockjaw and stuff, it gets a little bit better, but it kind of falls into a bit of a lull in the middle for me.
Interesting.
Joe, have you seen that we've gotten to the part of Oscar season or award season where Twitter now
Don't bring
hates one
that
battle
up.
after another?
Don't bring that up. Don't bring that
Don't
up.
do it.
I
Don't
haven't
do
seen
it.
it.
That's
It's
crazy.
very
I saw
bad.
Chris O tweet about it, and I'm not going to look into that.
It's very bad discourse show. Move on.
The real
It's
answer is
fine.
Marty Supreme.
It's very bad.
Anyway, it's about women's MVP, right? It was a great year for women's wrestling. The thing that stood out to me, and it makes sense because they're not given, unfortunately, the women are not given the same level of opportunity on the big shows, because of course they're not. Did you notice the TV match category? Like how many matches? This first 5 of them were like all women's matches, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the first 4 were, yeah. And then we circled back later on. But it just stood out to me when I was running down earlier. But it's talking about women's MVP. The nominees for this were Io Sky, Mercedes Moné, Rhea Ripley, Saya Kamatani, and Timeless Tony Storm. All great candidates.
Tough one.
This one was pretty competitive.
Ooh.
But in the end, there was a clear winner. As with 35.6% of the votes, women's MVP goes to...
There it is.
Oh my goodness, some familiar visuals here, folks.
Whoa.
My
some
God.
familiar visuals.
We're in the
The genius of the sky. Io Sky.
Dude, these graphics
Women's
are unbelievable.
MVP.
Bro, Rice is a fucking
2025. I actually thought this was surprising. This genuinely surprised me. I have no problem with it, let me be clear. Not a single problem with it. It surprised me. Like, I thought it'd be Mercedes or Tony, because I know our audience... Last year, our audience was a lot more split. This year, our audience definitely was like much less keen on WWE and much more AEW, right? Like 2024, it was a lot more 50-50. But dude, like, Io Sky has been the exception to that, Adonis, right? What did you get third in the LNG 50, the only WWE wrestler to make the top 10? Like, come on, bro.
Bro, I feel like it's the same thing with like Bandito, where it's like, what more can really be said that like does it justice? I mean, she is fucking... Novi called her a supernova the other day. Perfect way to describe her. I mean, it is literally like she comes on the TV and the energy just shifts. She's over as fuck. Her matches are all great. It's not just her single stuff. She has great tag work, whether that's 2-on-2. She does a lot of great all-star tags as well. She is just such a wonderful presence on the show. Every time you see her, even if you're not watching, you see a clip of Io Sky, you stop what you're doing and you watch the clip. It's just, she's just, Marcus used it for Bandito, perfect word. She's magnetic. She is literally the best wrestler in that entire company. I don't even know if it's really that close, to be honest with you. She is wonderful. I voted for her. I'm really happy she won.
Yeah. I would say as someone who doesn't.
You go. That's my bad.
I gotta take it, Jim. Nah. I would say as someone who doesn't watch WWE like a lick, she is the only thing to me worth a damn to tune in for.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah, when that match graphic pops up, when she's actually on TV and she's about to have a match, that's the only thing where if you're someone who doesn't watch the product, you can say, okay, I'll make an exception for that.
Yeah, it's Io Sky. And what I was going to say, apologies, Mark, I think it does matter too that while she had like drops in her creative, the Rio Kabuki's thing at the first point was like clearly the angle WWE fans are most into. So from a story like creative point of view, she actually had her like WWE peak there, I think too. They kind of took the edge off it a little bit because of course, but yeah, I don't know, man. She's such a big star right now too. I think her work is such a conversation. I think her actual star power is underrated. Like she kind of feels.
Yeah.
There are some TVs, dude, where her and Rio are out there, and it's like maybe she's the 1 seed. You know, she's that over.
Joe, not only that, like, dude, they iced her as the world champion for like 2-3 months. She just didn't wrestle. She was just in backstage segments, and she maintained her popularity. Like that's insane, dude.
Absolutely. She beat Toni Storm, was second with 30.6% of the votes.
That's close.
Third was Mercedes Moné, 26.9%. So those three, as you can tell, you know, you have to be a mathematician to know, they kind of dominated the race. Those three names all did very well. All had great years. Obviously, they were nominated for a reason. But yeah, I mean, I have no issues with that. Cow is very happy. How would you read this, Caden? How would you go about reading that? That was worth it. I'm really glad. I'm really truly glad for it. That was excellent. And our friend Fahad with a super chat. Playing a familiar Contrarian Alex tune with just low, all caps. If you know, you know. Contrarian Alex is a troubled soul, Bobby, no doubt. Big pop from Bob O'Neill there. Tremendous stuff. All right. Io Sky gets it done, or low, as Alex would say. And, yeah, there we go. All right. Last 2 awards, folks. Last 2 awards. Tag Team of the Year, Wrestler of the Year. We'll start with Tag Team of the Year, which is legitimately... We've never done this award before. we've never talked about doing it before either. That's the other thing. Like, it never got suggested because the chat we were all too busy suggesting like best MFT member or shit like that. You know,
Best hair.
There's definitely big. You know, the other one that really struck me this week when I was thinking about it? There are like traditional wrestling awards we've never done because we're too busy doing bits. Like, we don't do best like rivalry, you know, or like feud of the year. We never did it. Fuck it. Who cares?
That's really funny that we just never did that.
For 20,
Yeah, we're not.
Would have been
losers,
tough this
Joe.
year. Would have been tough this year. Yeah.
yeah, 2025
I was really
would've been
doing that.
fucked.
All right. Here we go,
Mox versus Caden Lee would have been a rivalry of the year.
folks.
Putting himself
Tag team of the
over.
year time.
That was aggressive, man. What the fuck?
The human and the cat, man. Fuck.
Don't let him get away with that, dude. That was horrific.
Yeah, we're not allowed to get that off, brother.
He said, "Me versus my cat." Woo, that would have been on there for sure.
I meant the human originally, and then I did the cat joke.
He pivoted. He pivoted.
I'm so sure.
I did mean the human, and then I said, "Oh, I can make the cat joke too."
That wouldn't even be accurate for you.
This is great advice here, guys. Great advice. Take it easy, man. You know, take it easy.
A lot of aggressiveness in the chat going on.
It's definitely just a Golden Grinny.
Yep.
We have an award called the Buddy Matthews Award.
Just take it easy, man.
Yeah, take it easy. Tag team of the year time. This was an interesting topic last week. Tag team wrestling had a really strange year. It had like the AEW one like went down, up, down again. Fascinating times. WWE men's tag division had a very thin year, but in the women's division, it's the best year that the tag belts have ever had, right? Like, it was crazy. I mean, now I'm going into 2026 with Rio, it's going to continue, it seems. So, our nominees were Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, which speaks to the latter. Bandito's had a hell of a night. Can he make it even better? FTR, Jet Speed, and the Young Bucks. Obviously, all great teams, worthy candidates. Let's find out who took it home, folks. Bob O'Neill with a 15 seconds, maybe? No, not quite. Maybe 5 second late, thumbs down there. An emphatic one nonetheless. And Bobby seems to have straightened his hat slightly, which I do appreciate. It is the Grinnies after all. Nonetheless, with 38.1% of the votes, the tag team of the year, Golden Grinny, goes to...
Oh my god, the Young Bucks.
The Tokyo Tape's own FTR. Now, I do have a plea here, folks. I may have to.
Let's go.
Those of you that follow me on Instagram, get ready for a rare Holbert story because the lads have deleted Twitter, and so therefore I cannot get the engagement out of this I was looking for.
Why delete Twitter?
But nonetheless, I will be atting them on the gram, brother. Let's fucking go. FTR, take it home.
On the gram.
They won pretty comfortably, 38.1%. Second was Brodito, 25.6%. Charlotte and Alexa had 20% at free.
That's cool.
FTR, while they necessarily didn't end there with a flourish like they were looking for, the heel turn buster was pretty pivotal in kind of rejuvenating them, right?
It was. Up to that point, they were having good matches, but it wasn't like there was obviously something missing. And then once that heel turn happened, they were off and running, really. Some of the most dynamic TV work of the year, easily.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're good. You're emotional about it. I am too.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Jeez. Crying because Dax still has me blocked. Or no, actually, he doesn't have me anymore.
Restart.
I'm gonna follow him on Instagram. You cannot escape me, motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right.
You cannot escape me.
Yeah. Tremendous stuff. And, you mentioned the TV work. The Outrunners match was like...
Yeah, I mean...
I'll pitch to Marcus here.
Probably one of their most, the biggest triumph
impressive.
of their career.
I remember talking to Marcus the week of that match. This is actually very funny. And Marcus and I were like, even I was going, I'm not sure this match is going to be as good as I've heard it. And Marcus, I remember you texted that night and went, I got to say, it was pretty fucking good. It was good, Marcus. Let's be fair here.
I said I'll never publicly admit it was good, but it was very,
That's
very
what you
good.
said.
I'm never going to give it any credit whatsoever in public, but in private, a triumph. Now, they tried it took several more times to diminishing returns. I will bet
that's no heel there. That match was awesome. And
their pre-stability
obviously
stuff was awesome as well.
I love that stuff. And it has to be said, Tokyo Tape stars. It's got to count for something, right? I mean, come on.
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah, bro. Like, an LNG Productions hit. Probably actually more important than anything they did in the ring. I think that's why they won. I honestly think the ring work means jack shit. It's all about the Tokyo Tape. Who gives a fuck about matches? It's all about the Tokyo Tape.
And the Brodito, the Brodito pay-per-view match, they tore the house down in that.
Oh, I was
they
there,
really did.
dude.
That match was great.
That
Yeah.
Yo,
oh,
I know I'm in enemy territory, but if I say what I want to say about some of these FTR matches,
Listen,
I say what I want to say.
Enemy territory. You know how it goes. We
Hey, bro,
had
listen, man.
ourselves a distant lead. Adonis, you were at the Brodito match. Tell the people how
Bro.
great it was.
dude, I don't like to take videos of wrestling matches when I'm there, just because I have the entire closing stretch of that match on my phone just so that I could remember that the energy in that building. I went with my friend. We were both losing our shit. Those near falls were electric. It was incredible. And for a crowd that we were not that good, I'll be honest with you, Newark is kind of shit. Incredible. One of the most fun atmospheres I've ever been in for a wrestling match. Really, really cool. And obviously glad that Brodito got second place for that. Can't be all top guys though, can they, Joe? Can't all be top guys.
That's a great point. And our friend June, just adding to the triumph and the glory. Super chat. The first now, Marcus, we can agree on this. The first people in AEW to get a consistent rollout of Stoke.
It was looking real spooky for a second for Stoke. I was like, man, what is he gonna do in this company?
Yeah.
Then they put me up here. I'm like, okay, little power and glory class play ain't never hurt nobody. It's working out well.
Absolutely. Thank you, June. Thank you to our friend Six, who
Hi, Six.
is this
Hi,
indication
Six.
of an award?
It's
Black
just,
Boy.
they just love poi.
No, I know, but like, But was this? Did I miss the time to
No.
say this?
No.
Oh,
I don't.
It was simply just poi love.
yeah.
Hey,
And God
congratulations.
bless.
She's very
Big,
cool.
God bless.
big shouts to
Congratulations.
Six.
God bless.
Love.
Can we
Six.
ask her thoughts
Miss
on
Six.
K-pop?
Love Six.
Miss Six. I don't even know what that's referencing, nor do I want to.
Hey,
I love Six.
Six,
You don't-
Six
you
is
don't.
starting to
I
watch
like Ned
movies
support.
this year.
Really?
Big, yeah,
Let's
big
go.
shouts.
Hey, congrats to
Six.
Shingo and
Starting to
Natsuko.
log them.
That's true. That was. Did you see someone said that was like a TW random event marriage?
It really was.
Random
Sounds like-
event marriage.
All right, folks, it's time. Let's take this thing home. One final award. If you haven't already, you got to smash the like button by now. This has been an incredible night, and it's ending with a bang. Wrestler of the Year time.
Digger. Oh shit.
10 nominees.
Fluctuation.
Bandito, Chihiro Hashimoto, Hangman Adam Page, Hiroki Goto, Io Sky, John Moxley, Kyle Fletcher, Mercedes Moné, Mystico, and Timeless Tony Storm. Overall, Wrestler of the Year. It was not close. As with 41.9% of the votes, we're headed back in a familiar direction.
Oh baby!
All right.
Bandito has done it.
What a
and
fucking graphic.
Let's
Holy
go.
shit, bro.
Toria Mexico, stand up!
0.9% of the votes. Second was EO Sky with 13.7 to give you an idea of how
Holy
distant
shit.
Oh my God.
he took
Wow,
this thing.
what the fuck?
John Moxley was
What a
third with
moment.
11.9. Look,
What a moment.
we don't really have much to add because we talked about him a lot tonight, but lest we forget, because we talked about other people with the comeback story, you know, this guy, I think he gets hurt in June, mid-2013, 2023, sorry, somewhere around there. 2023, different decade. He's out for like 18 months. He comes back at Final Battle, gets concussed, gets delayed again, finally gets rolling in February. And, like, what a fucking year he produced after that, dude. Like, amazing story, genuinely. And, yeah, we've all talked about him, but I was just thrilled to see such a unanimous, triumphant response to Bandito's year, right, boys? Incredible stuff. So.
It's a great cap to this this triple crown he's won now. LNG 50 winner, MVP, and Wrestler of the Year.
Oh, baby.
Bandito.
Oh, baby.
You know,
Wow.
there's
first
a
ever
third
LNG
comeback
Triple
in there
Crown.
that
Yeah.
there's a third comeback in there that's not brought up. He had to come back from wrestling Chris Jericho on 2 straight pay-per-views. I think
So,
that's pretty fucking impressive. to be
Important
honest with you.
conversation. I'm glad we're having it. An important conversation, and I'm glad we are having it.
He came back from missing almost 2 years with that damn
crazy,
wrist injury. Came
Bro.
back at ROH, destroys his brain, has to feud with Jericho, and he survives that. He's like the first person to beat the Jericho Vortex.
Yeah.
I love this triple crown. I love this.
Yep.
Excellent work.
We need a
Excellent.
graphic
you,
of
bro.
like
Don't worry.
Bandito as Eddie Kingston with the triple crown of just three
That would
different
look
LNG
very,
awards.
very funny.
Yeah.
It would look.
Joe
yeah.
Tex Rice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I will say, I said to Rice, you're lucky the match of the year tie because that's one less graphic you have to do, right? Like, you have more time with that because, dude, we have to say that it's actually very, very important. Rice Man made these graphics in like 10 days, all the ones you saw tonight. He is the star of the show tonight. Let's be clear about it. We've had our fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did a fabulous, fabulous job. If you don't follow him on the socials, please do. At some point, he's going to seriously outgrow this platform. And when he does, we'll be happy and we'll be proud. We will also be fucked. We'll be happy and proud.
Yeah.
I just want to thank him for all his work on this. He really makes the show so much better and makes I think anyone who watches these shows feels better about what they're wasting their time on because he makes that stuff look so cool. Yes.
Love Rice Man.
Luke, appreciate you. I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Get some sleep, brother. So,
and just
yes, Bobby.
Real quick about Bandito. He was in my match of the year. I think Bandito and Brody against Takeshita and Okada was my match of the year, and I was there. But it fucking ruled, man. So,
match was great, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Remember my tag division putting on 5 stars? Remember that?
No,
what happened to that?
Well, the FTR Brodito match was great. That's true. Yeah.
What happened after that, Chuck?
Well, Luchasaurus got hurt. He robbed us from the Jurassic Express match, you know? The ball would still be rolling. Oh, that damn C2 got in the way, got jet speed. Oh, man. So much stuff got gone away, but we'll be back. Anyway, this has been a wild night. The grins keep on coming. Tomorrow night we have Collision. If you're a Colliders Unite tier member, you're in luck. We're watching Collision. Of course we are. It's Collision. Sunday, new show for the paywall. It used to be better tier. $3.99 gets you to that point. Ibu the Vault. Ibu is going to pick out star from the WWE Vault. We're going to watch it together as a family. We'll see you there Sunday. Monday, back free. Balor, Punk, Monday Night Raw, Grin Along. Tuesday, retro pay-per-view Grin Along, old school style poll, the way we used to do things. By that I mean 3 weeks ago. Wednesday, WCW Lives. Thursday, I think nothing. Friday, we're back here for the flagship. Manny the Hooper is back.
Yep.
Royal Rumble 2000. Grin
Hell
Along.
yeah.
Our friend, I haven't seen Custodian for a long time in the chat, Marcus, have you?
I haven't seen him anywhere. I haven't seen him on Destination Dynamite. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Good brother's back. Gonna shout out. Appreciate you, brother.
Back in the saddle.
You. Hope you're good, boss. So that's what's coming up here in the coming weeks, and then after we should note this. Notice we're 196. Once we're done with the Rumble, that'll be 197, 198. We are going to be working through who is going to be up this year for a Hall of Fame induction. Because episode 200 of the Late Night Grin will be the second Hall of Fame ceremony. Last year we had names like Bockwinkel, Alexa Bliss, Jack Crosby, FTR, Machine Gun Carl Anderson as one class. Can you imagine what this class is going to look like? I can't wait to find out. I just can't wait. We'll be mere weeks away. Let's get rolling. Buster, any plugs?
On Sunday the 25th, we'll be doing Grabscast. Yeah.
We will. Absolutely true. Young Donnie, plugs.
Yeah, I'm on Grabscast on the 25th, and on February 6th, I'm on Actual Wrestling Talk. I only know 2 of the matches that we're talking about. I don't know if there's any other ones, but I know of 2 of them.
Yeah, we've got some time now, so we'll figure that out. But that is coming up. Absolutely. Novi, plugs.
I got the movie channel, youtube.com/@itsnoviak. There'll be a video out in the coming days about 28 years later, the Bone Temple. I went to the fucking Bone Zone and I had a great time. So please check out the channel.
Incredible. The pride and passion you said that with made me very happy. I'm proud of you for not you didn't sell for their vulgarity. You just went, I'm saying the words I want to say.
Because I fucking went to the Bone Zone, Joe.
Just power through.
As a man that earlier said it just keeps getting bigger, I acknowledge you.
Yeah.
Marcus, any plugs? Tell them about Destination Dynamite, to be exact.
Absolutely. Destination Dynamite over on the Self-Made YouTube channel every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Myself, John and Jess, the triumvirate, if you will, go through every AEW Dynamite and talk about every other newsworthy thing going on in the world of wrestling. So be on the lookout for that. And also, on the Self-Made Capital tier, you can go ahead and catch Hanging with Holbert.
Oh, baby. And it was a hell of a show on Wednesday. A hell of a show. We talked about who's the audience for a TNA show, which led to some interesting analogies from Ibu. Oh, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing. Go check that out. Caden Lee, any plugs?
Yeah, you can go to my Letterboxd, Caden FTW. I'm currently going through the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe leading into Avengers Doomsday. I'm also going to be watching the important Fox movies. I will be skipping Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse because those are dog shit and don't matter. I'll be watching those. So yeah, if you want to read my like long review about Iron Man 3 and how Shane Black bastardizes the plot in the third act of that film, go read it.
All right. If you want to, that's exactly what you're looking for. All right. Bobby, any plugs and one final piece of advice for anyone that hasn't already?
Okay, well, first of all, if you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button. Second of all, Sunday night, Chicago Bears, Los Angeles Rams. The Bears win. I firmly believe they're going to win the Super Bowl, so, go Bears. Monday, I might join Joe and Oracle. If not, Tuesday, I might come on for the pay-per-view. If not, Thursday or Friday for Royal Rumble 2000, I will be there. The following Monday is Grin Grappler. The following Tuesday is another episode of Tuesday Night Titans. So stay tuned for all of that.
That was superb, Bobby. Excellent work, mate. Folks, I want you to do me one last favor. We're going to leave here in a moment. We're going to give you a beautiful outro. We want you to comment one thing. This is a genuine request. Just comment Rice rules. So we want under this video. You can add extra comments after that, but do a separate comment. Rice rules. Let's show the man some love. He did a wonderful, wonderful job on this show. Comment Rice rules when we're done here. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. We'll be back free on Monday. Collision tomorrow for the paywall. Keep grinning. All how. Enjoy this outro. And remember, Rice rules. Goodbye.